Hey everybody!
Hey!
Welcome to another episode of Hijinks Handlebars, an actual play, live stream, kids on bikes, tabletop, live role-playing game stream.
Live with QueueTimes.
With QueueTimes. Thanks for coming and being live with us. A couple thank yous I want to get out of the way right away. I want to thank Hunters Entertainment for Kids on Bikes and also for this backpack and some sweet dice that have skulls on them and stuff. They're super awesome. I wonder if that'll focus if I do this. Can you see it?
Yes, sort of.
Yeah, it didn't focus, but I can tell it's a skull. I'm very scared. I'm frightened of my own head.
We're all very scared.
There we go.
We all have one of those. Everyone's got one of those in their head.
That freaks me out. Stop it.
So thank you, Hunters Entertainment, and then also thank you to Tanimato. Tanimato did the overlay for us and also did our banner image that usually you would see before the stream goes live. We had some technical issues with the audio, so we're running a little late on that. But then also most recently, Tanimato did some art for us for the segment of the stream, where the whole group had BB and they were taking a picture together, and then BB did a bark and took the picture herself.
Did one whole bark.
And you can see that image on pretty much any of our social media. Yeah. It's on the @HandleStream for both Instagram and Twitter.
I think a bunch of us personally tweeted it.
I personally tweeted it out. And
I haven't yet. I've been waiting for 4 more of you to follow me first. So once that happens, I'll tweet the picture.
Yeah, and you can find it on Tanimato's personal Twitter and Instagram as well. And you can follow Tanimato @Tanimato. That's TANIMAYTO.
He got it!
And then last thing, thank you to QueueTimes for having us, and Krug and Indigo for all that you do. Krug especially Krug this time, for saving the audio
world
from the depths of hell.
Saving our complete bacon.
Great. So, now that that's out of the way, I'm William, they, them, or he, him, and I am the GM for Hijinks Handlebars.
And I am Jonas, he, him, playing the 13-year-old Dairy Nazari, also he, him.
I am Sam Richardson, and I have a bit of a cold this week, and I am playing Tedward Tank Thompson, age 13, he, him.
I'm Franny Morrison, playing Gertie Fox. We are both she, her. Gertie is 14, going on 15.
Hi, Spencer LaBelle, playing 10-year-old Frankie Fox.
I'm back in hell.
He, him. Cool.
Great. Thanks everyone for sticking with that yell. If you're watching live with us,
for 30 seconds.
If you're watching live with us, I won't be in the chat, but I will read the chat afterwards. I love to read everything you write. And somebody last time said, "Hello, it's been a long time since VidCon. Don't know if you're watching now, but who are you?"
Come back.
It has been a long time. I can't remember when I went to VidCon last. So, but it's wonderful, and I'm glad you tuned in. And if you're watching this on the VODs later on the main YouTube channel with QueueTimes, thanks for doing that. And catch up if you haven't with the playlist that's also on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel. It's called Hijinks Handlebars. So
if you're new, there's a quick link to get there. It's bit.ly/handlestream. That's a capital H and a capital S. That'll take you right there. You can go catch up and come back and hang out.
Yeah. Or if you want to just watch this episode and be in the dark and then be like, oh, what's going on?
This is a fun one to start with.
This is going to be
an interesting
fun episode.
I don't know what's going to happen.
It's going to be wild.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be in this one.
Yeah, I don't think any of you are going to be in this
I mean,
one.
Frankie is, but for like a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Jonas, don't spoil the script.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way, if you've never been with us before, the briefest recap of what Hijinks Handlebars is, it is the story-wise, it's 4 kids that would be Teddy and Derry and Frankie and, I almost said Franny, Gertie, and they are in the town of Bald. They are either kids or teens themselves, and they are getting into shenanigans like finding a dog that may or may not have come from a place that they refer to as the Shadow Place, where they have been, and it is dark and maybe scary, but maybe not.
I think we unanimously decided it was scary last time.
I don't know.
Gertie's on board.
There was a moment where Gertie was like, maybe I'm on board, but we don't know.
Yeah. Maybe I'm hitting my goth phase.
Yeah. Maybe Frankie is hitting his goth phase.
Oh my god.
He has met Larry, which I never have.
Larry.
And Frankie likes Larry.
Don't give false information in the beginning. You can do it in character.
Derry has met Larry, but if you ask him, he hasn't.
Yes. So that's generally
Cold.
what's going on. It's a lot of figuring out what's going on with this shadow place, and then also other like regular kid and teen antics, like building a half pipe in your backyard with your father,
Or running for class president as a 10-year-old.
Or looking for...
in a school that you don't even go to.
or finding a secret treasure chest out in the woods with your best friend. Best friends.
With one of your best friends.
Get your
Get your hand up.
Last time I called you a wet noodle, so that was fair. Now we're even.
And speaking of last time on Hijinks and Handlebars, where do we start, y'all? Tell the audience.
Frankie did it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It began because previously Taryn Takahashi, the like head bully of bullies, was like, by the way, that's my well, that's I know that dog. Then Frankie went to confront them.
That's right. Okay, so Frankie went
That's my dog. I don't know
confront
you.
Taryn at Taryn's place, as did Derry and Teddy. Derry was pretty much leading the way, and Teddy was like, "I guess I'll go with." Yeah, so they all went. Gertie stayed back home at the Fox's household, the Foxhole. Frankie and Gertie their last name is Fox. It's the Fox family. And like Jeff Fox, really. Not really. No,
nothing like Jeff Fox.
Yeah. And was deciding that tomorrow, if the Takahashis are going to come over and try to take BB away, their dog, then she's going to create a Home Alone-style booby trap.
That's right.
Leading to a maze where BB will be at the end for them to get through in order to successfully take BB away. So Gertie was hung up on that, and Frankie arrived at the Takahashi place, attempted to climb into a tree, to climb onto a drain pipe, to climb up to the window that leads into the attic where Frankie knew was Taryn's room, in order to confront Taryn. In the process, screwed up a little bit, fell a couple stories, but hit like
only 2.5.
Hit
it's
the
fine.
hit the foliage around the house, but was still like scraped up and bruised and injured pretty decently. And then decided to peer in through the window, saw Taryn was just sitting watching TV, like hit head on window, Taryn bring in, they have conversation
Frankie smashes a mug.
About the dog, and Taryn then has to consult with Teddy and Derry because they arrive at the door and give a little ding dong. And they all discuss that this dog may or may not be Taryn's grandmother's dog.
Taryn's grandmother's dead dog.
Yes.
Taryn's dead grandmother's dead dog.
Dead dog. Taryn's dead grandmother's dead dog. Who Taryn last saw the dog when she was 6 years old. She saw her grandmother after that. Some other amount of time. It was like, you don't have a dog anymore, I don't want to see you. That's not what it was. But
I don't know. Taryn is a bully.
But yeah, but
she seems cool so far.
Yeah, so then everybody destroyed her parents' home. Ripped a drawer out of the fridge, caused some jars to fall on the ground.
Did you say everyone?
Yeah, Teddy was not in
Derry
that.
and Frankie.
I don't even think I did. I just told
I
Frankie
think we were
to.
all equally
Derry-
So I had
Derry
nothing to
said-
do with
Derry
it.
said, you did. You
I
said
had nothing to do with it. I just told him to
Derry
do
said
it. I
something.
didn't touch anything, so I had nothing to do with
sure.
it.
I'm an
all about
instrument of
physical
other people.
contact.
Really, I'm the innocent party here.
Why are we being stuck, all stuck on who did what? Frankie did everything. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Oh, I am an easy target.
Yes. But they ended up like finishing that argument with Taryn, and Taryn being like, hey, I'm going to come by, I'm going to take a look at the dog. If the dog is the dog that I think it is, like somehow, which Taryn wasn't even sure how that was possible, they would figure it out from there. So they all left. Frankie stormed out of the house, having been like at a different location in the house, and they all ran out, and Frankie showed them that he had stolen their photo album, the family photo album. They looked through it after they ran away. Teddy was freaked out. They got to the lawn gnome, the world's biggest lawn gnome.
Which is big.
Which is like 30 feet tall.
It is taller than 25 feet. Actually, it is 25 feet or taller.
Should we just make it 30
Nanoose.
feet?
No, I think 25 feet or taller is good. You know, leave a little up to the imagination.
Listen, I keep finding new ones, so we gotta leave a little play.
It's funny because it's kind of like it's like Schrodinger's gnome in that it's the world's largest lawn gnome. So the second that news of a larger lawn gnome comes in, it immediately will like shoot up.
It's true.
I'll say this to a child or a teen, as you are, from the ground. It looks like it could be like 30 feet tall. And if in the future we found out there's like a 30-foot tall lawn gnome,
Could be
probably
40
bigger.
feet.
It could be 40 feet.
It's the biggest lawn gnome, so it's gotta be.
Who knows? Yeah.
But we were at the gnome.
Looked through the photo album, didn't see anything of like really definitive evidence, and then they were interrupted by the sound of a siren, a whoop, and some red and blue lights flashing.
Who could that be?
Who could that be? Who
It's the
could
ice
that
cream
be?
man.
And we were all cool, and none of us went to jail.
Teddy ran away very scared, and then
What's
Officer Sandra Tallwell popped out of the vehicle and was like, "What's up?" And told them they're past curfew. They tried to lie a bunch. They sort of succeeded, but then just ended up telling the truth anyway. Gary was very freaked out, and they got in the car and told Sandra pretty much exactly what happened, with give or take a couple details. Tamara's like, I gotta take that photo album back to the
I think we just left Teddy out of it. I think everything else was the truth.
Teddy was mentioned. Yeah. Because Sandra was like, that was Teddy, right? And you were like, Derry was like, no, and then Frank was like, it was Teddy. Yeah. So Sandra drove them back to get their bikes and also to drop the photo album back with the Takahashis. When they arrived, Sandra got out of the car and they looked through the photo album and did find a definitive piece of evidence that seemed very clearly like BB was the same dog as the dog that Taryn's grandmother had. Not confirmed yet, but the evidence was very strong. They got their bikes back, they got driven away, and Teddy was out.
Teddy was hiding behind the lawn gnome.
Hiding behind the lawn gnome. Had a walkie-talkie conversation with Gertie about the fact that they had just been arrested. Gertie got real panicked and went to wake up the Fox parents, got them moving, zoomed out of the house as fast as possible, went down to the police station, confronted Deputy Bing.
Kazari.
Deputy Bing. And was like, where's Frankie? Where's Frankie? Bing talked too slow, and Gertie was like, no. It was very militantly, I need, where's my brother? And ended up leaving. The Fox folks had just arrived and was like, what's up? And Gertie's like, not here, let's go back home. So they started going back home. Sandra ended up finding Teddy at the foxhole, brought Teddy back to home with Frankie and Derry in the car still because didn't want to leave Frankie at home alone. They had something run in front of the vehicle and made Sandra slam on the brakes, and Sandra was like, it's probably just a big bear. Teddy was like, that was a big shadow thing, I don't know. Derry was like, oh, it had feathers and bones, I think. Or no, that was Frankie. Frankie was like, had feathers and bones, I think. And Derry was like, oh, that was the Croatoan. That was a big Croatoan.
Size Croatoan.
Which is
We need to say what that is real quick.
Which was a small, golem thing that...
It's a crow totem made of clay with squirrel bones and crow feathers that was assembled... And pea. It was part of the clay. Made in episode 1. This is an X. Hijinks and Handlebars, baby.
Yeah. Which is apparently very large and alive now. What?
Bad for us, I think.
So they all get dropped off. Teddy has a moment with his family because they were worried. And Derry gets dropped off. And lays on the couch and calls Teddy so that they can talk because they're both freaked out. And then Frankie gets dropped off at home, and the parents are very upset. Everyone was very upset, but then they have a very serious discussion about Frankie being scared about this crow totem, the Croatoan, and about what that means. And then Gertie and Frankie stay up and talk about BB and the Shadow Place and how they're both feeling. And everybody goes to bed. They get up the next morning for school. They all go to school. Frankie stays at home school with Marcus Fox. And it gets to be the period right before lunch, Derry has a conversation with Larry.
Larry. I talked to Larry, yeah.
With Larry Gazzari.
Not Gary Gavalti, the band teacher. Larry Gazzari, the goth kid.
About something.
It was Frankie had told Derry that Larry told Frankie that Derry had Taryn's phone, and Derry said just wanted to like be like, hey. I don't remember what the conversation was. I remember it got really awkward. Derry doesn't know how to talk to people who aren't already his friends.
Sure.
I've realized.
And then they went to lunch. They all met up. So Gertie and Derry and Teddy were at lunch together and were discussing what they were going to do after lunch. After school, I should say, which was at some point a possible like fortune teller in town named Tiresias was brought up, and they are thinking of going there for all of the spookiness that has been going on. And while that was happening in the lunchroom, we cut to Frankie at home with Marcus making the half pipe in their backyard when Frankie spotted something coming out of the woods. And it was, in fact, exactly the spitting image of the Croatoan, but very big.
It's middle of the day, right?
Middle of the day.
This thing is not afraid.
Also, I'll just share like how I'm picturing this thing. The original thing was like 3-4 inches and kind of roughly humanoid. Had like a squirrel skull like planted in, and I'm picturing this being like not just bear size, but a little more bear proportion. You know, it's like kind of like, you know how bears can stand bipedal, but will like run quadrupedal. That's kind of what I'm picturing right now. Am I like off,
sure.
or you kind of see where I'm going?
Yeah, I see where you're going. I would say it's a little more humanoid than that, and a little like.
Does it look like, literally like the Croatoan just got big?
Almost exactly the same.
Okay. Not like someone made a big version of it, but like that
but
one.
But this thing, oh man, I really need to describe the height for you.
Yeah.
It is probably 12 feet tall.
Holy shit.
That's nothing.
Like, it comes out of the trees, and like the lower like standing trees that are at the edge of the woods, it is like just shorter than.
Oh, we're fucked.
But it's like much shorter than like the big pines and stuff like that. But it comes out and it like moves branches to the side
and it just
steps out, stops for a moment, and starts coming towards you and Marcus. Marcus, who has his back to the creature. And is like using a saw, so like an electric saw. So
I think the last thing we heard was Frankie's scream, right?
Well, Frankie said, "Excuse
I believe it was
for this."
Dad, I'm real sorry for this, but fuck.
Char, pulls like, yeah, what's up? And Marcus turns around, turns back to you. Run right now. And Marcus is gonna run.
Are we rolling flight? This feels like a flight.
This feels like a flight to me.
I just want to say, for reference, bears standing upright are like 5 to 7 feet. Black bears are. So this is like twice a bear's height. Did you explode?
Roll? Twice?
Oh my god.
So that's going to be 19
For those of you who
flight.
don't know, in Kids on Bikes, when you roll the highest number on your dice, you get to roll it again and add that number back to the dice, to your roll.
Winter's gonna kill us. Okay, so so I rolled for both Marcus and the Croatoan.
Cool.
What did you roll?
19.
Okay.
Damn.
Then tell me what you do. This thing is coming for you. It's not in a full on like sprint or anything, but it's like going toward you.
Cool. Shadow Plays powers match and or beat Shadow Plays powers. Baby! And I'm running inside.
Running inside, yelling for baby.
Yeah.
Okay, your father is also running, but he, instead of going straight for the door, sees you running that direction and decides, I need to Jeff Goldblum this in Jurassic Park, and I need to guide this monster away from my son. So he goes running, and he like runs up the quarter pipe that you have, and he gets on top of it, and it's like right up against the house. So he is attempting to get up that and up onto the roof of the house.
Oh no.
So he does that, and he's like slipping and like, but he seems like he's getting up there pretty good, and the creature is coming towards him.
How high up would the roof be?
Yeah, isn't this house 2 stories?
Well, yeah, but there are probably.
No, I'm not saying he couldn't get up there. I'm wondering if he'd be safe from it.
Oh.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah. I mean, because like a 1-story house is probably like at its peak like 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm 6 feet, so that seems right. Yeah. So this would be like, yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway,
Fuck.
yeah. So you see your dad going for the roof, and you run into that house. You want to call for BB?
Baby.
I think
Baby.
BB would just come.
Boop.
Not teleport. Just come barreling down the stairs. BB's very happy to see you.
Hi, baby. Hi, buddy. So I know we haven't had too much progress in the nature of shooting laser beams out of eyes or whatnot, but we're just gonna trial and error today. And we're heading back outside.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, heading back outside. This thing is like, so the Croatoan has approached and is right next to the quarter pipe, and is like reaching up for your dad, who has just made it onto the roof, but is onto like a segment of the roof that is like a single story, and then you can go from there up to like the next story of the house or something. So what would you like to do?
Bark twice for laser beams! And we're gonna activate psychic powers.
So roll a d20.
Not bad. 14.
14.
Plus 1, loves dogs.
Okay.
15.
15. Yeah, 15. All right, so then I need you to roll 2d4.
That's going to be 7.
What did you roll?
4 and 3.
The 4 explodes.
Indeed. Explosive day for Spencer. That brings us from a 7 to an 8.
Okay, so you say bark twice for laser beams, and BB barks twice, and a hammer lifts up and goes and just nails the Croatoan like right in the face, and it chips off a part of the squirrel bone from the skull, and then it turns and it looks over at you, and Marcus yells, "But I don't know if little dog's gonna do much. Please get out of here. Please leave." And the Croatoan starts going towards you.
Okay, BB, good effort. We are just gonna rally, and can you just keep it looking at us? And I'm gonna go get on my bike, carrying BB with me.
Oh my god. He's gonna fucking
You gonna roll a flight?
Yeah.
Cool.
Was it nice playing with a brother?
Yeah. It's been so nice knowing you.
That's gonna bring us to 4.
4 for flight?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I see the size of that die. Not the number, but the size.
Yeah, I know. So how do you get away?
Cool. So now that we have its attention, we're gonna hop on my bike.
Yeah, you grab
which
your
is
bike.
hanging out in the front yard, and then like, baby, all right, you know what to do. Bark twice, but maybe lasers this time. Please do lasers this time.
Roll a d20, and then depending on how that is, roll 2d4 again. You know how you said you picture this thing being bipedal, but it can go on all fours?
Oh God.
It has begun going on all
Oh
fours.
fuck.
So you've just got your bike going, and you're just like going,
Dire
and
Croatoan.
it just like puts its 2 paws down on the front and just kicks off.
That was
you
a
roll?
14.
14 again. Okay, roll 2d8.
Does it
4,
have peoply hands? I feel like it has peoply hands.
No, it's got
Or
like.
is it like I
like
picture
when,
like
like, bone
gross
claws.
like 5 fingers, I mean, but like not.
Boom.
It's actually what
Or is it like
it has
mittens?
like sticks or something poking out the end. I can't remember what your Croatoan
Oh,
was.
It
yeah,
was-
it does.
We
Little
use
twigs.
little bones to kind of create.
I knew it was bones.
It's got
Like
little
probably
bone
like
fingers.
oral cage.
So now they're femurs.
Now I'm imagining like the clay to be a little more fleshy at this stage
Eh,
ish.
eh.
Cool. Well, I choose to imagine
Just barely,
it that way.
yeah. I would say it's a little more fleshy. It seems like more like there's something going on instead of just being like
It seems
a
more
wrestling
alive.
play.
BB blast him with a 5 on 2d4.
On 2d4 with a 5.
Yes.
Okay, so BB barks twice again, as she does whenever you try to get her to do something. And you, for a second, are popping a wheelie. Because BB is lifting the front of your bike.
Did anyone know the theme from E.T.?
But then you
No.
but then you slam back down, and you can feel BB getting a little warm.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So
Frankie's
the
gonna
lunchroom.
fucking die.
Cool. Oh, man. Anyone else tired?
You say, "Oh man, anyone else tired?" And then you and Teddy, from behind you, both feel a tug on the back of your shirts,
Hi, Taryn.
and you are lifted up completely. And I'll give you a moment to react to this, but Taryn is about to slam you both up against the wall.
Teddy's gonna roll flight.
I...
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah, I
Would you
think...
roll? Wait, I'll let Derry do this.
I want to roll grit, I think, to, like, put my arm up and try to, like, not get hurt. I feel like this has been done to me before, and I'm like, this is the best resistance.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
One?
2 1s.
1 and a 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, where am I? Where's Gertie?
This happened really fast, but it happened like right in front of you.
Okay.
Like so, like Taryn just came around the corner, grabbed both of them, and is like throwing them both up against the wall.
Can I roll fight?
Yeah, you can roll fight to like react to this, but this is going to happen because like you're across the lunch table from them.
5.
5. Okay. Actually, I'll roll a separate like a grit for. Okay. So you go to however you go to stop Taryn. Taryn just like straight leg pushes her leg out and like hits you and knocks you back into a seat, and has you both up against the wall and is pressing into your throats. Hey, press a little bit harder. Shh. Where is the photo of my grandmother?
Before Jonas says it, or before Darius says anything, Jonas wants to ask, I still have right?
Yeah.
Is
I
it on
haven't
your
seen
person?
it.
You
Gertie?
said you had put it in a secret pocket in your bag.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I still have it on me. I don't know what you're talking about.
She pushes harder.
Taryn, I can't give it to you if you have it against the wall.
So you do have it.
No. If I did, I wouldn't give it to you.
Can Gertie like call over a teacher?
So there's commotion in the cafeteria already, and like someone has already started. Like, so you can see if you look across, you can see like a couple of adults coming over, like a teacher and the like superintendent. And Taryn like still has the both of you, and she goes, "I was trying not to do anything to you, and I let you in my home. And your little friend smashed my stuff and tore apart our refrigerator, and you stole my photo album, and that was fine, and I was gonna let it go. But give me my fucking grandmother back."
Derry, just give her the phone. Give her the phone.
Taryn, I have it. I want to give it to you, but this is not the way to get it, and I can't reward this, so I can't give it to you. I'm sorry. I can't give it to you.
Just give her the
Photo,
photo.
you guys.
Just
She releases Derry and like grabs Teddy and starts dragging him down.
I'm gonna tackle her
Okay.
as soon as she starts trying to take Teddy away, and try to tackle her off of him with fight.
Me too.
My fight's really good, so.
You could imagine Terrence is probably super bad.
8 Why did I take... Okay, I don't know that I've used Loyal once. Can I have Protective instead?
Yes.
Because I feel... It feels way more right. I don't remember what it does. I think it's like
When
+2
you're
in defending
a friend,
friends.
you get a +3, I think.
Okay.
It is.
Pretty sure it's +3, yeah.
I've got the book right here.
I would also like to say I'd like to use...
Add +3 when defending one of your friends.
Cool.
I'd like to see about using Tough, which is something Teddy took. Which is I still lose a roll, but I take less like damage in an encounter.
Sure.
So
that's I think you spend an adversity token to add up to a +3, I believe.
oh, okay, that's not going to do anything for me then. Never mind.
It's not like adding
I'll
to a
hold off on
+3. It kind of reduces the threshold of damage you take. You know?
If you lose a combat roll, add +3 to the negative number. You still lose the roll no matter what, but you could reduce your last by -1.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to use that for now.
Okay, not for now. That first move wasn't a full on like I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, that was just a I'm gonna get you.
So what did you roll?
10.
10? Okay, well I rolled a 17.
Okay.
So you go to stop Taryn, and she turns. And how are you gonna do it?
So I think she just has him by a hand, right?
Well, and is like
and dragging him.
Well, I'm picturing like back of because you said she grabbed us by the back of our shirts, right? So I'm picturing she's dragging,
and then she shoved you up against the wall and had like forearms up against your neck.
Okay, so I'm picturing her just like dragging me by the like backpack
Collar,
or scruff.
Yeah. So I'm going for like I'm behind her. I want to get my arms around her and then like knee up into her arm that's holding him.
So you go to wrap the arm around. And she uses her other arm, flips around, twists, and you hear a snap in your arm. And then she throws you to the ground.
Derry screams as loud as he can. I won't submit our audience to that.
Can
Submit.
I roll fight again?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, we got like 6 more arms between the 3 of us.
Teddy would also like to roll something to get away. I don't know what that would be, but either...
Okay, yeah, you can do flight or...
I think you should also fight.
You want me to roll again?
Yes. Well, what did you roll?
A 2.
Oh yeah, roll again. It didn't land. It landed on the floor. Was it a 1?
Fuck. 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not even joking. I also rolled a 5.
5 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're both...
These trick dice are really... I need to get a refund.
I'm going to roll at disadvantage here, if that makes any sense to anyone. I'm just going to roll Taryn's fight twice because she is trying to... Either that or I would set the...
I mean, she's fighting 3 people off right now, and she's not Batman.
Okay.
That we know. She might be.
She could be.
Okay, that'll do it. So, pushes you to the ground, you hear the snap in your arm, and then what...
Teddy's trying to get free to go help Derry.
Okay.
Like, trying to get back towards Derry.
Oh, okay. Well, then one of them I rolled to stop you from doing that, which I super did. So Taryn, like, you're trying to get back, and Taryn, like, pulls you in and, like, throws you on the ground and puts a foot on your chest.
Cool.
And, like, turns back to Derry and is in the middle of saying, like, give me the photo, and, like, gets that far, and what do you do, Gertie?
I pull out my flashlight from my backpack and accidentally knock her in the head while I'm, like, turning it on and then shine it, like, in her eyes.
Okay, so you hit her with a flashlight, and, she just barely, like, moves, and you, like, graze her, and so, like, you make contact, but not, like, really hard, and you're flashing this flashlight in her face, and she's just gonna take a wild swing at you, so, roll flight, or fight, or...
Probably fight, right?
Grit could also be used in this circumstance.
And I'll give you a
steal
plus.
yourself.
I'll give you a +3 for the flashlight being in Taryn's face.
Could it be grit?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez. 10. You said +3?
Yeah.
Okay. 10.
So 10 is with the +3.
Yeah.
I just want to take this moment for people who are watching for the first time or something. Like, we barely do any combat.
Yeah.
And also right now they're fighting someone who has done Taekwondo their whole life.
We've established she's a very good fighter.
She's a very good
She's doing
fighter.
MMA now, I think.
Yeah, she's Ultimate Fighting.
UFC, UFC.
Yeah, it is MMA. But,
she's just an MFA in MMA.
Yeah.
So that when I say this,
my Masters of Fight Arts.
when I say this, you understand.
Yes.
So in this wild swing, she like clocks you across the head, and it hurts very bad, and might even knock you to the ground. And she blinks and shakes her head one more time, looks down at you, Derry, lifts Teddy up, like gripping him, like takes the foot off, and then just like lets go of him, puts hands up, and the adults come and take her away immediately.
Cool.
Teddy is going to run over to both Derry
I'm going to
and
Teddy
Gertie.
as best I can get over to Teddy. Like, now, how, with this pain, would Derry still be screaming, do you think, if initially he's just going?
I don't know. It depends on, like, if you're kind of in shock or, like, it honestly, I'll say, like, Taryn broke your wrist.
Okay.
You don't know that inherently, but that is what happened. And I've had a friend who broke a wrist in high school, and
that's where we are.
he didn't even notice.
Okay.
For 2 days.
I have broken my wrist, and it took me 2 weeks to go to the doctor.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you probably...
But in the moment, it hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So it hurts. And it hurts in a way that you probably haven't experienced, but it's like, which wrist do you want it to be?
Right.
I'll let
I
you
felt
do
it was
that.
right.
Right? Okay. And are you right-handed, Derry?
I think I said Derry was left-handed.
Sure.
And that's not why I said right now.
That's
I think
fine.
I've said left-handed before. I was going like this, so it felt like she would have broken my right arm, you know. If you're watching, I'm reversed.
You're reversed?
Aren't I?
No.
Yeah.
Never mind.
If you're watching, I'm reversed. The chat's like, no, you're not.
Right arm, left arm. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try to like crawl over, but probably can't get too far.
Teddy has a first aid kit in his backpack.
All of you do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
kit.
Kit.
So
Kit.
Teddy's gonna like swing his backpack over and like do one of those things where you like slide in on your knees and like while he's opening this thing and then like start pulling out a splint.
Cool.
For Derry. And then as soon as that's done, he's gonna run over to where Gertie is.
Unless, Gertie, are you running toward, like...
Gertie's pretty disoriented at the moment. I think she's... she really hasn't had time to react because she's so stunned.
Yeah.
But, you know, head, ears throbbing. She probably has some, like, spots going on in her eyes. I'm sure maybe a teacher has helped her up at this
So
point.
a couple of teachers have come over and are helping you up. Elaine McLean is there.
Cool.
Are there any visible... Like, do we know where she clocked me?
She hit you like kind of like right below the temple, like
Okay.
temple in between temple and like cheek. So like could have been very bad either way. Could have like broken your cheek. Could have like nailed your temple, which is very bad. So,
Derry, oh my God! Did she? I think she broke your wrist.
It's fine. We got a magic
I think
dog.
it's broken.
Well, then get me to the hospital, Teddy.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
Gertie.
yeah, there are adults there, and it's like and
I don't see them.
I would say in this moment, like there's so much like the whole lunchroom is like. All the kids are like, oh my god, oh jeez, and they're like, whoa, and some are like, like that kind of thing, and they're kind of gathering around. She's trying to quiet them down, get them like make room, get them out of the way, and Elaine with like some of the other teachers like Gary Walter comes over and helps both of you up, and they're like trying, they're going to like get all of you into. Like the office, they need to call your parents before they can like technically do anything with you.
Teddy would like before he leaves that room would like to give one last look to see where Taryn went to see if she is like also being grabbed by someone or if she just like bounced.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I was also thinking about
Teddy, sure, okay.
I was also thinking about yelling on the way out. Taryn Takahashi did this, and it wasn't right.
Fuck, that's the one.
And I just like on the way out, Derry will yell out, "Taryn Takahashi did this, and it wasn't right." As he's a little loopy and wants to throw her under more buses.
And from all of that interaction, I'd like all of you to take 2 adversity tokens each.
Cool. I will take 4.
So Frankie, you are biking, and you are going down this road. Your family lives like just on the outskirts of town. like connected to the woods. And if you look behind you, you see on all fours, like pounding towards you and gaining on you a little bit, a giant version of the Croatoan that you created.
You gotta be biking quickly.
And I'm gonna hook a right, and we're gonna start making our way back through the woods.
You're gonna hook through the woods. Okay.
Roughly in the direction towards the gorge.
Oh my God! Frankie's
You're not
gonna
ready.
jump the fucking
You're not
gorge in
ready.
this
Don't do
episode.
it yet. We're not ready. You're not ready. You can't do this without us.
You don't get
Oh
to
my
choose
God.
when you're ready. You just have to be.
Did you say that to yourself while you're...
I say it to BB. Okay.
Okay, roll flight for me.
You have a levitation dog right now, so this might happen.
Y'all, this is gonna be a good fucking episode.
You said fuck so many times.
That's all right.
You got me to say it.
Cool. Tell me how the monster rolled a 1, because I rolled a 2. Well, actually, I rolled a 1, but it's +1, so it's a 2 total.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. Just so, since you've seen the die already, the monster's flight is a D12. Mm-hmm. I rolled a 4. Not the worst that could happen.
But bad enough.
So you hook this right, and you start going through the woods, and this creature is very agile, and hooks that right directly with you, and skids, like the back of its body skids off to the side a little bit, and they just like run. They hit a tree.
I imagine we have to like cut through the last house before we're back into the edge of town, and it just kind of like plows through the corner of white picket fence.
Yeah, sure, yeah, and you're heading into the woods, and this thing reaches out and just barely hits your back tire and slashes it completely. So you're still up, but you're like now wobbling, and
You have Teddy's bike now.
and you're losing speed drastically as your rim just starts grinding against this ground.
That's bad.
You created this thing. Maybe you can uncreate it.
Right?
Will it out of existence?
Tell it to go home. Ground it. You're its dad.
Find the golem and destroy it.
Tell Gertie I love her, and I'm gonna chuck BB to the right as I hook left.
Holy shit!
Okay. You hook left, and the monster follows you.
Cool. Are we rolling something on this?
Give me one more flight, Frankie.
Cool.
Or if you have something else in mind, give me any stat except
cool.
for charm you could use.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna call this grit because this is a moment of trying to center on the calm in the storm, because I don't want to risk BB in doing this recklessly. This is a move that requires some finesse that, get her one way without, let me just like throw her at a rock, so make sure, cool, I'm doing the handoff right while still bending it, adjusting the pressure on the pedal so you get that boost of speed as you change direction. And I'm going to call this a grit.
All right. That makes sense to me.
Y'all, Spencer, if you got inspiration, now's the time, my man.
You do. You didn't use it last time. You have inspiration. What did you roll?
Use it.
I rolled a 3. That's very good.
Roll that inspiration, man.
Come on.
Was it a 4?
It's a 15.
All right.
Fuck yeah. All right.
+1 if this
Frankie's
counts as
still in
like
this.
loving dogs, and since it's BB related, in part.
So here's what happens. You hook left and you toss BB right, and that movement alone confuses the Croatoan just enough where it like doesn't know what way it wants to go and nails a tree. Just like right in front of it, just nails this tree, and like pieces of it like just come shooting off from the momentum of it like running.
Does it take the tree down?
And the tree like comes down with it. It's like uprooted. It doesn't like split the side of it. It just like comes down.
It
And
might have
you
been
hear like a
you.
of this tree falling. And if you look back at it, you would see it start getting up, and like it's the bones that is created out of are like sticking out and like kind of like popping back in, and the clay is forming back around them.
Jesus fuck.
But it looks pretty disheveled at the moment.
Cool. I'm gonna grab a piece of clay that went flying off when it had the impact that went splattering around, and then I'm gonna
Eat it.
bolt it back. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna bolt back to the house and try and get BB running with me.
Okay, so are you still on your bike or are you running? Because I will say you can ride your bike for just a touch longer, but like your rim is like getting bent.
That's what I'm expecting. I want to like at least be able to complete the maneuver to be like, all right, BB, follow me. We're getting out of here, and then I'm probably gonna like ditch the bike in the woods.
Cool. Okay, so you can do that.
2 bikes in 2 episodes.
So you collect BB
These kids
again,
aren't
and
gonna be out there too
BB
long.
is like limping a little bit.
Baby, I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
When she gets back in your arms, and you're just like you grab BB and you're running back to your home. The 3 of you are in the office,
Whatever you're gonna do, just get me to the foxes. It can help me much faster.
and they have gotten confirmation from your parents to take you to the emergency room because they can't at the moment. They're at the toy factory.
Cool.
Both of them are. So.
I'm telling you, just bring me to the foxes. It's the only emergency room I need.
Yeah,
For a real emergency, I gotta go to the foxes.
Yeah, they're like your emergency contacts or something, right?
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 Yeah, if you look on my sheet, I'm sure
They're
I put
definitely-
Marcus and
they're
Phoebe
like-
Fox as my
sorry,
emergency
just,
contact.
They told us to go back there because they're
No,
trained.
I just got off the phone, and this is Elaine McLean, Principal Elaine McLean, and we have to take you. We have to take you into the hospital. That could be broken. Well,
Elaine, there's nothing they can do for me there. I'm a very special kid. I need a very special hospital, and it's gotta be at the Foxes. It's the only way.
I'm sorry, Teddy. You can either go with, or you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with too.
Good. All right.
We're
gonna
going
have
to your
nurse check you
house.
out. Yeah, all of you should go. All of you should go.
Cool.
We haven't.
Gertie can drive us.
We got confirmation from your parents. We can take you as well.
Principal McLean, are we in trouble?
No.
Is Taryn
Taryn
in trouble?
Takahashi better be.
Taryn Takahashi, I can't talk to you about her right now.
Why
Well, I
not?
can't talk to you about her either.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's all right. The punishment will be. It will happen. Don't worry.
Can we have
Punishment.
that written on paper?
In blood.
Let's get.
I should go to the
He should go to the
Foxes.
hospital. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what he's saying.
Thank you.
Elaine ushers you all out, and the person who helps in the principal's office, who is Leslie.
Leslie.
They them.
They them.
Yeah, Leslie.
Tall, blonde,
Track
one blue eye,
star.
one half blue, half green.
Yes.
Star.
Track star.
And she has a character voice.
They-
I remember that
Leslie-
very
They
clearly.
have a character
Yeah.
voice. We just haven't heard it.
Leslie in their character voice grabs you all and says, "Come with me," like
Cool.
in their character voice.
Gertie, are you okay? You got hit in the head pretty hard.
You got hit in
I'm
the
fine.
head.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
My chest just really hurts.
You get hit in the chest too?
No, I just feel real tight. What's this about a picture?
Oh, you know the secret pocket in my backpack?
Maybe, hang on, maybe we should wait until we get to the hospital.
You're being ushered to a vehicle that and you're going inside.
So
of
can
it
we
right now.
covertly?
Yeah, like you're all put in the back. It's like it's like a
an
big.
armored
It's a van. It's a van, but like
Okay.
one of those kind of longer vans.
Did
that
someone call my parents?
Oh yeah.
My dad.
Yeah. We got a whole So Elaine
They
would
would've.
say.
He
Yeah, we
taken
got.
me to set the
we
hospital.
called your mother. Your mother said it was fine. Your mother will be meeting us there though.
Okay.
Cool.
So we well, we have a picture.
Okay.
It's in the secret pocket in my backpack.
Do you mean your little booties?
It's near the booties. If you reach in, like, underwear have the booties, there's like a little flap, and
No,
in the
you
flap...
did put it in one of the booties.
Oh, I did. It's in one of the
did,
baby
yeah.
shoes. That's
Never
right.
worn.
Okay, so let's backtrack. Secret pocket is what Derry calls his booties, and Gertie knows that. And he's like, "No, my secret pocket. You know the shoes in there."
You know?
Gertie,
Yeah.
We shouldn't have taken that picture.
What?
We didn't take it. It was taken so long ago.
I mean,
We
Does
just
this have
got it from
something
the
to-
scrapbook.
Does this have something to do?
Teddy is like.
How can we have taken that picture and Grandma's dead?
They should take a look. Are you okay?
Yeah, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I feel better than Earth.
Taryn. What?
Gertie,
What?
are you okay? Well, I would be better if I knew what picture you were talking about.
Reach into the secret pocket in my backpack, which is in my locker.
You didn't bring your backpack to lunch?
I wasn't.
Did you not need your backpack?
I
for your
was
last
really
class?
hungry. I dropped it off because I was worried about Taryn.
Okay. Is the van moving yet?
The van is moving. Yes.
Okay.
Stop the
Oh, I didn't
van.
even- Sorry, I
can the
didn't
van
even think
not
about
be
that.
moving?
No, it's moving.
Stop the van. I have
we-
to go to my locker.
we-
I left all my stuff and my
There's so much,
saxophone.
his
My
social-
lunch is in there. I
His
didn't
lunch,
even
he has
eat.
low
His social security card
Didn't
is
even
in there.
He needs to
His
eat.
healthcare card.
Unless, do you have a granola bar?
And
Healthcare card.
Leslie is driving and is like, in their character voice. Sorry, I can't.
Leslie, come
Sorry,
on.
Leslie,
you can't
come on.
multitask,
Alright,
just drop
you're-
his
Leslie,
off.
I thought you were
We can go
cool.
to
I
the
was
back
told to
way.
bring
No,
you
you're
to the,
cool.
I have to bring you to.
I would like to roll charm on Leslie.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Leslie, come on, turn this car around. I thought you were so cool like 3 years ago and last year until just now. And now I hate you and I think you're dumb because you won't be my friend, Leslie. Take me where I want to go, Leslie.
you roll?
I rolled a 1, William. Leslie, come on. Come
Mark
on.
adversity.
Okay.
And Leslie then like pulls a curtain shut between the two of you. And
Is this a
it-
limo?
It says in their character voice, hey, I said curtain. And says in their character voice, I know that you can still hear me and I can still hear you. But please stop yelling at me while I'm driving. I'm very freaked out.
Fine, I'll stop yelling at you until you stop driving. But you don't stop driving until you get me to my locker, Leslie.
They
Wait.
open the curtain again and close it again.
Wait, Derry, I mean, what if Taryn's gonna... She's gonna grab your backpack and then...
No, she's going to
there's just-
jail.
We should call Sandra.
We need to have Taryn arrested. Leslie, call Officer Sandy.
Opening and closing the curtain. So, Frankie, you are running back to your home.
Cool. We're like going full sprint through
Full
the woods.
sprint, yeah, full sprint through the woods. And you come out onto, like, the road.
McCormick Street. It's not really what it's...
No streets have names. No,
The road.
you come
Lane.
out onto the road. And you can see your house.
That way.
So, yeah, you're heading towards your house.
Dad! Dad!
You don't see or hear anything from your dad in any way.
I'm checking out the half pipe. Because, like, it was climbing up on that.
That's in your backyard. You're in front of your house right now.
Cool.
Like, because you had to go around to get into town. So, like, you're not coming to your house from behind. You're coming from the front.
Okay,
and you're
cool.
on the road, and you're about to hit your driveway that goes, like, up to your house, which is
Yeah.
about, like, a 45-foot driveway. It's like,
Okay.
and you hear the stomping coming from, like, your left.
Okay.
Send it to its room.
And you see it just come out of the clearing, and it is a little torn apart, but like almost back together, and is coming right for you.
Oh, fuck it. I got the fireworks for this. And I'm charging up the stairs to my room.
Okay, so you have to get past your driveway first. You are like on the edge of your driveway. I'll give you a flight on this.
6.
Should have been able to run through your problems.
So, you are sprinting as hard as your little 10-year-old legs can go
He's a very small 10-year-old.
for your, for your home. And you make it to your house. But you still have to swing the door open. And that pretty much puts you at a full stop. And this creature comes right up on you and without turning around, you can feel yourself encapsulated by a shadow.
Right. You see it forward. It's blocking out all of the sun. It's just...
And you hear, "This is an axe." And a squeal as you turn around and see your father on top of the creature with an axe embedded in its skull.
Fuck yes.
It thrashes and sends your father off to the side. And with the axe still in its head, it turns around and runs back into the woods.
Dad, you okay?
He's on the ground, and he starts crawling over to you, and he's like, "Boy, get inside right now. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?"
Cool. And
Did you see me? I
like,
just jumped off the roof.
I jumped off a roof last night. We can talk about it later. We don't need to talk about it. Let's go inside. Okay.
And you help your dad up, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. And as you both get inside, he's like, "Hey, I learned that from you."
Right?
Yeah. And you both get inside, and he immediately he turns and locks the door.
Before he does that,
Okay.
I'm getting the axe.
The axe
No,
is
it's
still
still
in
in
the skull.
Fuck.
All right. Okay.
Hold up. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Holding it.
I run to the kitchen. All right. Juice box for you. Juice box for me. We need this. We've earned this.
All right. Let's go. We need to go secure all of the. all of everything. I tried to call your mother. The line was busy. So I don't know. You like the continuity there? The line was busy because she was getting called by the principal. Line was busy, so I couldn't get a hold of her. Oh man. Okay, Frankie. Actually, hold on. And he grabs the shoulder for a second. Okay, you said your little dog. You said BB can heal people.
Yeah.
Okay. My leg's real screwed up right now. It hurts real bad.
All right, BB. All right, Dad. Cool. Lie down on the couch, and we're gonna do this.
Okay, make it quick. We gotta secure.
All right,
everything.
BB.
We gotta secure everything.
Bark twice to heal his legs,
He's gonna
and I'm just gonna drop it on his legs.
Of course, sure.
It's gonna be a 4 to roll the d20 to activate psychic powers.
Roll 2d4. Cool. So that's gonna be 2 plus 8, 10. 10.
10.
So you drop BB on your father's legs, and BB barks twice while falling. And BB was also limping, if you remember, and hits the legs. And Marcus immediately is like, "No!" Bad. And BB hits the legs, but way softer than you expected. Kind of floats down to them, and then starts radiating a little bit, and is licking her paw, and then starts licking your father's leg. And it stops after about 5 to 10 seconds. And your dad goes, "It's not a prank."
April Fools!
And he gets up and he stands. "My legs never felt this good."
Right?
I had knee surgery 5 years ago, and I think BB just cured my leg.
They actually look pretty toned too. It's kind of funny. They're
he lifts up a pant leg and he flexes his calf.
and it's just Adonis.
It's just it's like in Scrubs.
Yep.
But just the one cat.
Yeah, it's just one calf. The other calf looks still pretty kind of noodly.
It's proportionately noodle, with the one calf is just ding.
Oh my god, you look at it. Oh, holy crap.
I wonder if I'll inherit that.
Don't use that for. Are you okay?
I shake a bunch of leaves and twig out of my hair.
Your dad immediately grabs you and hugs you. Okay, I wish I had more time for a sentimental moment here. I'm so glad you're alive. Oh my gosh. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm so sorry that I couldn't protect you from that monster faster. I just like, I thought getting up on the roof, I don't know, but I tried to do a Jeff Goldblum, but when I was on the roof, I remember in Jurassic Park, Jeff Goldblum actually did a bad job because the dinosaur was already gonna leave, and then he struck that flare, and he brought the dinosaur back, and it caused so many problems, and I don't want to be that for you. Okay, I'm gonna go lock the door, secure everything. You try to get a hold of your mother, and oh my God, get everybody here, make sure they're okay. And Marcus just goes,
It's okay, Dad. I did a Jeff Goldblum blue and it worked. He ran right in a tree.
that wasn't a Jeff Goldblum.
Oh. Well, I thought it's kind of like what you did, and
It was kind of like what I did, but it succeeded.
I learned it from watching you. You taught me that. And I haven't let go of Marcus yet.
Okay, you need to let go.
Okay, yeah, I'm letting go now.
Okay, he'll just carry you around and start locking doors. And he's like, this is very difficult. I have noodly arms. The three of you.
Look at me with your legs.
We're at the hospital by now,
Yeah, you get to the hospital.
I'm serious. Just tell the doctor to take me to Marcus and Phoebe's house.
I mean, maybe we should have him check you out here, just so we know.
They don't have... Okay, order me one dog then, to my bed. But I hit the button on the bed to call a nurse.
A nurse doesn't come in, but Dr. A Pedestrian comes in.
Dr. P, get me a dog, thank you.
He means the fox dog?
All right, I'm surely that I cannot do that. So everybody,
Also,
that is not.
He's allergic to dogs, remember?
Yes, I'm allergic to dogs. So
Well, don't touch it then, just
Why
bring
is
it.
everybody in this town allergic to dogs?
It's hereditary.
Well,
And everyone in this town's related.
I mean, a dog or a cat allergy is actually pretty.
Oh,
Never mind.
Nerd.
They're both really hurt.
Well, okay.
And we're trying to get out of here as quickly as possible.
I
Yeah, your head
have
looks-
to
I'm
go.
fine. I'm gonna be
No,
fine.
she's not. She got
She
hit in
needs
the head.
surgery
Hold on.
and an X-ray and an MRI
Hold on.
and
Hold on.
insurance.
Hold on.
I think we have insurance.
Hold on.
Well, she needs it.
All
My
right.
mom should be here.
Yeah, I can't
also.
rightfully do so much until like a parent arrives
I'm
or
a
anything
parent.
like that. Except I will deal with you because that looks pretty serious. Although a head injury, I will have a nurse checking on you immediately. What?
I'm okay.
You're fine.
You sure?
Your voice sounds a little sore. What happened?
You might as well get checked out. Oh my god.
No, I'm fine.
We had
You have a little bit of like a.
No,
we were
I'm-
talking
no,
all
I'm-
night.
Listen, I'm gonna go call my dad's, and you take care of them.
Great. All right.
Don't get lost.
It's a very small clinic.
And then
Okay.
you hear. Okay. All right. Who
Phoebe!
am I gonna?
Phoebe.
I get out of bed and I start walking towards Phoebe.
Opens the door to your room. All right, and
Phoebe, bring me to your dog.
And she was like,
Taryn,
Mr.
both up.
Takahashi,
Taryn,
we
them
can't,
both up.
under
Your
no
dog.
circumstances, ever talk to
my
her
wrist,
again.
it is
And
no
maybe
more.
it's her dog. I don't care what they say. They say they have a photo, but
and
I don't believe
honestly,
it. And
I don't
Dr.
think we should have
P
taken the
won't
photo
even
in the first
help.
place, and I
They
just
won't
really,
even help.
all right. So y'all stole a photo from Taryn Takahashi. So
That was your son.
It was Frankie.
Is that what I heard? Okay, and
Yeah.
they won't.
I don't know anything about this
But
photo. No
Taryn
one's
beat
told
them
me
up,
anything.
and we were gonna give the photo back.
Yeah, but she just had to ask nicely and not beat us up to get it.
Hey.
Hey,
You know that's fine. Don't steal things for one,
wasn't us.
but also people shouldn't be beating other people up, especially at a school.
right.
Taryn
we agree.
Takahashi.
Yes.
Almost makes the stealing okay.
We'll get back to that. Where are your parents?
My parents are at Toys at the warehouse.
I think my dad's around. I don't totally know. The
Okay.
school said they called him.
Hey, pedestrian. Please don't just call me that.
Did you call me a pedestrian or say hey pedestrian?
a pedestrian.
Okay.
Well, hold on. And she's like, I don't care. I want full medical reports from everything that happened here. It's going to be evidence. We're going to be pressing charges, so I need every single thing that you have.
I forgot you were a lawyer. We should have had you here so much sooner. I have a statement for you.
Yeah, Mom, take it down.
Okay, here. One last thing. I'm gonna go back out into the waiting room. I'm gonna start drawing up some paperwork. But you, apparently, some sort of a thing, some thievery happened. I can do something for you about pressing charges against Taryn Takahashi. And Taryn is 17. That is very close to an adult.
Yeah.
But if this goes into court somehow, or if we're trying to settle something, that thievery is going to come up.
It's so petty. It's so petty.
It's
She
still-
gave
Wait,
it
if
back.
we just give it back, it'll be
Let's
fine.
talk to
We'll just give it back to her
Sandra.
tonight. You're seeing
She
her
was
tonight, right?
there. She saw the whole
Hey,
thing,
hey,
and,
all right.
and
I
she
didn't
knows
think we
it was
should've
just.
taken it in
It
the
was
first
just
place.
It was your
fun.
Anyway,
It was Frankie.
he took it. He took the book. I
We
took the
were all
picture.
sort
All
of
right, all right, all
complicit.
right.
Everyone
It
except
was
for
really
Gertie.
innocent.
Listen to the doctor. Get the things you need done. Be compliant. I will be drawing up paperwork. I will call Frankie. I will figure out what is happening. But don't do any funny business right now because this is incredibly serious.
Can you have him bring BB?
Also, my backpack is still at school, and I don't know how to get it, and Leslie wouldn't bring me there.
And it has the picture in it.
And Phoebe will turn to Leslie, who is like poked their head into the room because of all the commotion. They just wanted to see it. And Phoebe's like, you and I are going to the school.
Mom, can I come with you?
No.
No, you have
I'm gonna
go with
surgery
you.
coming.
I'm fine.
I ordered
I'm
an
fine.
extra.
You're all here. You're all here. Nobody's going anywhere except for me and Leslie. And then I'm going to come back. And by then, looks at pedestrian, something should have been figured out. I need to know if my daughter is okay. And I need to know if her friends are fine. So let's all just calm down and get everything figured out so that we don't have to be as worried as we are. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. I will be back with a backpack. What is your locker combination? Okay. You're staying here. And Phoebe goes out with Leslie.
Cool.
And Dr.
know,
Pedestrian
Bring
is,
BB!
is checking on you as,
Cool.
and a nurse is like helping out as well.
You know, Gertie, your mom, like, she smiled a couple times, but I think she's mad.
Well, of course she's mad. We've all just
Why?
been beaten up by Taryn Takahashi. She's just worried, that's all.
Yeah, I understand that. Are you worried about your surgery?
I'm fine. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys keep saying that I'm gonna go into surgery. 'Cause I'm
Well,
fine.
you got...
Teddy has watched a lot of ER, as we've already
that's
established.
right.
Oh, yeah.
And would like to go up to Gertie to see if her eyes are dilated, to see if she has a concussion.
Okay, you start moving towards her, and Pedestrian goes, up, 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 up.
No, he's fine.
no.
He only got thrown...
He's fine.
He's okay.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just me and
Oh,
Gertie.
no, that's
Mostly
right. I
Gertie.
remember from 2 weeks ago when you came in with a broken nose that I think he made worse.
Yeah,
That
right.
was...
But he
that
was,
was-
that was
I
him
was-
trying to fix
I
it.
just want to look at her
You know what?
eyes.
You know what, little doctor man? How about you watch me do it, and then you can go from there. You can do some learning,
I'm going to go call my dad's.
or do that. Okay. So he goes back to he grabs your arm for a second, Derry,
Cool.
and then is like, and then pokes his like
Ow.
that hurt,
Yep.
hurt right
Ow.
here. Okay,
Mhm.
probably broken.
What?
And then goes over to Gertie and is checking on your head.
Cool.
And you step out.
Yeah, so Teddy's gonna open his backpack and then open the like intricate series of things
Yes.
to get to his phone and,
Turns-
and then
turns
turn
on
it
the
on. Waits for it to start. Okay, it's good. And he's gonna call Michael.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, hey. Are you okay?
We're at the family clinic again.
Oh, that's right. James told me about this. Yeah. Sorry, I would be there right now. I just needed to wrap up a few things here at home. I was in the
okay.
middle of a video, so I.
No, it's all right. I think we might be pressing charges.
Oh.
I don't know.
Actually, we probably won't.
No, I just meant like the royal we.
The royal we.
Because
Is there any way we cannot be involved in that?
yeah, I mean I can.
Because I don't
can.
think James or I would like to be. In
Yeah, no, I can.
court
No, it's okay.
any
I'm
more
gonna
than we
go.
already
I'm
are.
gonna go tell them,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna. Can you guys just come? Like, can you just come?
Well, I'll come to the hospital right now.
Okay,
The family clinic. Okay, you're okay? You all right?
I'm okay.
And I think James,
Derry
and Gertie were involved.
They're.
Are they,
Well, I mean, they got beaten up by Taryn Takahashi. Again,
all right. Okay.
sort. I mean,
Okay. I'll be there as soon as I can. I think James is already on the way.
hey, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to Frankie and Marcus and bring BB? sorry, Mr. Fox, and bring BB? I know you're allergic, but like just have them bring BB. Just as long as somehow BB gets it. It's just it's a comfort thing, and
Sure.
I just think it would be good.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Yeah, I can make sure that somebody brings BB to the family clinic.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye, Dad.
Cool.
So you two are in the room.
I'm perfectly concussion, doctor. I don't have a fine.
Hey, Gertie. I can tell that something's wrong with you because that's the first sentence that made sense to me in like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, it made sense to me too.
Yeah.
Did not make sense to me.
Yeah. Hey, doctor. Hey, Gertie, what does it mean when, like, your wrist hurts so much it stops hurting anymore?
It's gone numb.
My wrist has
And
gone numb.
You probably, I think you did break it. You probably need to go
Could mean a couple of
into
things.
surgery.
I already figured out it's numb. I just wanted to let you know. My wrist is numb is what's wrong.
If your wrist is numb, that could mean a couple of things. It could mean that the blood has stopped flowing there, which is a big problem. Or it could mean that you're in a little bit of shock, and that's causing adrenaline to rush through your body, go to your brain, and that could be making you not feel the pain, which is okay, but we have to be wary. Or it could be another thing, which is sometimes when people break their wrist, if they don't move around too much, and it's in a sedentary position, then it doesn't hurt so much. But since it's probably broken, I need you to come with me
Well, I mean,
to get an X-ray.
I think I wanted Gertie's X-ray first
Gertie
to happen
doesn't need
first.
one.
How, but she has to have an
I'm
X-ray
not
before
gonna
her
X-ray
surgery.
ahead. For her surgery?
Yeah. I heard there's a surgery happening.
I don't
Teddy,
think so.
you need
I
to
swear to
go.
God.
All
Derry,
right,
you
Derry,
need to go.
come
Okay,
with me. Did you just call Derry Teddy?
I do it all the time.
Hey, nurse, we need to
Gertie's
concussion test
gonna
over here.
come
No,
with me. Yeah.
come with me.
No,
and he starts guiding you
I
away.
want to move away from him.
Oh no!
I don't go anywhere without my friends or my friend's dog.
You have to.
I don't.
Teddy steps back into the room.
He's trying
What's
to take
going
me away. Punch him.
They're
I don't
just
think
trying to
that's a
fix
good
his
idea.
wrist.
I think you're right.
Derry,
I'll
Teddy.
walk with you.
You can walk with, but you can't go into the room.
I'll stand right
I
outside.
can't.
Is that okay?
I'm not gonna go in the room without him. So I don't know what
Is
you're
there a
gonna do when
window
we get
into
there.
the room?
Yeah, I can.
There's a window into the room.
I'll look in the window.
Can I see out of the window?
Here's the thing: we're doing an X-ray, so nobody else can be in the room with you.
That's true.
Okay, only me.
Only you.
Yeah, but we'll be looking in through a
Derry,
window.
I'll give you my
okay.
walkie.
Window?
I'll give you
It's an
my walkie.
X-ray.
Yeah, I understand.
Nobody else can be in there.
I'll give you my walkie-talkie so that you can talk to Teddy.
Okay, I'll have a walkie-talkie, and we can wait till I get my backpack so I can bring my Sharpies in there.
No, I'm not right now, since you gotta go right now. But I'll give
Right.
you a
Derry, let's go. Teddy's gonna start.
I'll follow.
And the nurse will be checking on you.
Teddy tucks his head back in. Gertie, are you okay for real?
I'm fine, Teddy.
Okay.
So we cut back to the foxhole, and your father is. Are you still on him?
Yeah.
He's moving real slow now.
I'm hanging on to like
Alright.
the golden calf right now.
Oh, the golden calf. Okay. So you're moving a little faster.
Right.
But he's like, all right. So that's every window is locked. Every door is locked. I don't think that will stop the creature, but it will at least let us know if it's getting inside somehow. Wow. Frankie, I'm so impressed with you. The way you took charge and you tried to save me at that one point, and you really did. I mean, I don't know if I was going to make it up the roof. That was amazing. How are you feeling?
Like, perhaps I'm going through some form of childhood trauma that will have to be explored in therapy some years from now. But let's focus at the task at hand.
The phone starts ringing, and it's like that. Marcus is like startled. Oh, that's probably your mother. So I'm gonna. Oh no, wait, no, that's not your mother. Unless he pulls out his cell phone to see if he got a missed call. He didn't. That's not your mother. Picks up the landline. This is the foxhole. Marcus speaking. Oh, God, I can't. And Michael, it's on the other line. Yeah, hey, you probably heard there was a fight at school, and I'm sorry, what? There was no, I did not hear. Yeah, there was a fight at school, so I called Teddy, and wait, who was involved? Why are you calling me? Wait, was Gertie involved? Is Gertie okay? What's going on? Okay, yeah. So I assumed Phoebe would have called you first. I really don't want to be the one to tell you this. That Gertie is fine. That Gertie's fine. Everybody's doing okay. They were a little roughed up by Taryn Takahashi. Yeah. I figured as much. I thought that something like that would happen. Oh man, that's not good. Yeah, so they're at the family clinic. I'm about to go there myself. I'm in my car. It's in park. I wouldn't be on my phone otherwise. Yeah, we get it. All right. Give information, please. Yeah, no, but my son and I think some others wanted BB and you and Frankie to be there. I think that's a good idea. I think we should all meet up there. All right, great. Thank you so much. Michael, goodbye. And hangs up the phone. And Mike on the other end. Okay. Thanks for the drill. Goodbye. All right, Frankie. So everybody got beat up by Taryn Takahashi at school today.
Oh, wow. That's unforeseen.
And I somewhat recall in my days last night that you went there, and so did Derry, I think.
Me and Taryn are real close friends. Not yet, but, well, we're going to be.
Roll charm.
Shit. 6.
What'd you do?
Well, it's not like I killed her grandmother personally.
Oh my God.
I did.
What? So her
happened?
grandmother died last night? What?
Oh, no, her grandmother has been for 6 years, I guess.
Years, okay. Wait, start putting on a jacket or something. We're gonna go to the family clinic. Grab baby. Tell me on the way.
Yeah. So the first thing to know about it as we're locked within the house.
Starting to leave the house, but it's like Marcus unlocks the door and is peering out and looking around and very cautiously getting to the minivan.
We're just hanging out. We're like, okay, coast clear. We're just booking it to the van.
Yeah. And then I will say this: the Fox folks have 2 vehicles. One is a 2-door car, and the other one is a minivan. And whoever is not home takes the car, so that the minivan is there for transporting children. So gets in the vehicle, closes it, locks it immediately, puts it in drive and just starts going, and so pulls out,
guns it out of the driveway,
and peels
into the street.
So okay,
we passed by the one house and just hit another plank of the wooden fence that we clicked out earlier.
Yeah, nail the edge of the mailbox, and it goes over. He's like, oh, whoops, don't tell nobody.
Dakota did that.
Yeah. Well, don't tell anybody that happened, but maybe we should. I don't know. Okay, tell me looking in the rear view because you're not allowed in the front. All right.
You need to be 11 to sit in the front.
Yeah, well, you need to be at least this tall.
Damn it, it'll be years.
Maybe you'll hit a grocery.
Marcus is still growing, so this tall keeps moving.
Frankie, what happened? Tell me.
Okay.
Tell me
well. Okay, so Taryn Takahashi was like, hey, I know that dog. And we were like, what? Because, what is this? Some, bully revenge scheme to steal BB from us? Which, of course, we can't let that happen. So,
right. Very dark.
Very dark. So I figured I had to take, the whole Dark Knight approach and, sneakily confront her in the dead of night. It turns out BB may, in fact, have at one point been, Taryn's dead grandmother's dog.
What? How's that possible? I say that. Turns completely around. I say that while we have a magic dog in the car. All right, we'll get back to it.
Yeah. Well, maybe the magic somehow defies the border between living and dead. since we filmed a photo featuring BB as she is now, that would have been 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yeah. BB and Grandma. Grandma's still alive, BB's still alive. And Taryn implied that it's six years ago. I forget my timetables.
That's all right.
You know, she went to the farm or whatever they said, you know.
Oh, ran away or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, your mother and I had a conversation about that after you found that dog. We were like, oh, what if, you know, we're... I'm not sure. I should tell you that. Well, you know what? If the dog died, we were going to tell you it ran away. That's just the clear and simple fact. Sorry. Shouldn't lie about things dying. Should just be upfront and tell people things. By chance, by chance, was that dog that you said may, with this shadow place magic, bridge the gap between living and dead? Ooh. Was it perhaps buried in the woods?
I do believe we may need a conversation with one Miss Takahashi.
Okay, the reason I ask is because I went back to our campsite this past weekend, and I found your little crow totem.
What did you do?
Well, it was just resting up against a tree, and it was still there, and nobody had moved it or nothing. And it freaked me out. So I dug a little hole and I put it in the ground. I didn't want to destroy it because it was yours and you made it. It was so beautiful and lovely, and I love that you did that. But I just buried it. I just put it in the ground because I didn't want it. Freaked me out. I didn't. Do you think I? Oh my God! Did I do this? Did I create this?
Dad, you're a monster.
And we come back to you two. Yeah, so Gertie, you've been checked out. You don't have a concussion, but you are you got hit pretty hard, so it probably just funked you around a little bit.
I wanted to confirm you can't have a walkie-talkie in an X-ray, right?
For sure
No, you
not.
can't.
Okay, yeah.
For sure, no.
Cool.
100%.
Yeah. Derry tried. We don't need to play it out, but Derry definitely, as hard as he could, tried to the last second. He gave it up.
Teddy and Derry are playing charades through the window.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Without Derry's arm, just one arm charades.
Mm-hmm.
So and you keep trying to move your other arm a little bit, and Dr. Pestrian clicks the thing. Is like, stop,
Well,
stop moving.
tell Teddy to guess, so it'll be his turn.
Stop. Just.
Isn't it octopus?
No, it's not octopus.
You
Tell
need
him
to
it's not
remain
octopus.
So you're alone in the hospital room. What do you want to do?
Playing Game Boy?
No, I'm twiddling my thumbs.
Twiddling your thumbs.
Twiddling my thumbs.
You want to get out your Rubik's Cube?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get out my Rubik's Cube. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just waiting for Frankie and
I think
BB and...
would Derry be okay in the room if he saw Teddy leave, or is it like he needs to have eyeline on Teddy?
I if you just in the middle of what we're doing, turn around and leave. Okay, that'd be weird.
No, it would be like
now that Derry's in here, he's okay.
Okay.
He has calmed down. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think Teddy would like to walk back to whichever room Gertie was in and just check up on her for real. Because he's had a couple things where he's like, "You good?" She's like, "Okay, I'm good." But so Teddy walks back in and he's like, "Hey, Gertie."
Hey, Teddy.
What'd the doctor say?
I'm fine. It's just a big old bump.
Yeah,
it's
you have
goose egg.
You have a bandage on the side of your head that is wrapped around your whole
Holy
head.
cow, that doesn't look great. Are you sure? They didn't say it was a concussion or anything?
No, it's not a concussion. We're fine. It's gonna leave. It's gonna leave a big old bruise, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. it seems like maybe we shouldn't have taken that picture. I feel kind of bad about it. Like,
can you describe to me what is in the picture, since I clearly can't see it at the moment?
well, I mean, it's Taryn Takahashi's grandmother and BB.
BB.
I think Teddy doesn't quite realize what he's said until that moment. He's like, "No, it is BB."
Teddy.
No, Gertie, I think it is BB. For real. It looks like BB. Like our BB. Your BB. And I don't think we should give her back. I just think it's, I don't know. I don't know what, I don't know if she might have come back from the dead. Is it maybe? I'm sorry, Gertie. I wish it wasn't.
I think at this moment, Franny's trying to, because Gertie, I think if there's confirmation that BB was part of Taryn Takahashi's family, you know how with certain animals, if someone else touches their young, they kind of like disown them?
Yeah.
I think Gertie almost is just like, well, if that's true, I don't think I can't be around BB.
What? I mean, well, she's still your dog. I mean,
No,
it's like,
she's not. She's clearly not my
No,
dog.
she ran away like 6 years ago from Taryn's grandma, and then she died or something, and then and now she's ours, and well, she's yours. I mean, we found her.
I will say this: it was 11 years ago.
11 years.
11 years ago.
She was 6.
She was 6.
Gotcha. Okay. Like 11 years ago. And so I mean, even if it is BB, like, maybe she's different now. And, like, Taryn's grandma passed away anyway, so
Well,
it's
maybe
like...
that's why BB came back, because she was looking for her rightful owners. And it's clearly not me.
Derry gets escorted back into the room. And then, just a second after that, you hear a bunch of commotion from the waiting room as everybody's parents
Again.
file back in.
Did my parents...
Your parents,
are here?
You hear them like, "Where's Derry?"
I'm in here. I'm not here.
Or Derry?
No.
Or is that you in there?
Yeah.
Aww. Go get him.
I just want to sit on the bed. Actually, I want to lay down in the bed and just look bad.
You go over to the bed, and all of the parents, you see them come up to the doorway, and Dr. Pedestrian's like, "Hold on,
No, let them in. It's okay.
Well, no, it's a lot of people.
They have the dog.
Please, and then
Bring me the dog.
you hear scampering, and it runs by Dr. Pedestrian's feet. He's like, "Again, get the nurse, somebody."
It's okay. Just put her on my bed.
Somebody
Do you
get
have
the
an
dog.
EpiPen?
An EpiPen. I don't need one currently, but there's probably one around here. And then the pedestrian goes out and is trying
Just
to
commiserating with Michael.
file the pair. And Michael's like, "I hear that." And they go and
Grab a beer together.
and because BB is there, that means 2 other people are there.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus comes storming into the room, pushes past all the other parents, brings Frankie in as well, and then shuts the curtain behind him, and then opens it back up again. And is just like, "I'm sorry, just for a second, I need to talk to all of them. This is a very personal matter. I think you will all understand." All the parents are like, "We don't." He's like, yeah, that's really weird.
Grandpa, just hold everyone off.
Just-
Marcus is cool.
Michael, Dad, just step out of the room, please, for a second.
Michael's not even trying to get into the room.
Cool.
James is though, and he's like, "Oh, hey kiddo,
Dad,
I really think
it's okay. No,
no."
Grandpa Vahid just pulls him
But
away.
Grandpa, he pulls away. He's like, "Let me show you this trick I can do. It's called
My grandpa is my familiar.
distraction." Ooh,
Buy me a candy bar.
I'm so old. Can you please tell me where I need to sit?
Plot twist: Grandpa Vahid is actually my brother in an old suit. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Canon.
so Marcus gets
No.
in the room, then shuts the curtain again, All right.
Mr. Fox, I don't mean to sound like this, but you look kind of freaked out.
Great. Well, we got that out of the way. Okay, so Frankie and I.
So I guess we are equally culpable in again, sorry, Dad, fucking up.
It's okay.
So you all fondly remember that small.
Frankie and I created a monster together.
Yeah, we created a monster.
It's kind of beautiful because it's a father and son activity that I don't think anybody else in the world
You
is
created
doing.
the
born out of our
monster?
love.
Good, we can use it to fight the Croatoan.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
All right.
So remember that time we thought we saw the Croatoan and we were like, oh snap, that looked
Yeah.
like a Croatoan. Oh,
That was
goodness.
the Croatoan.
Yeah, you're correct. It was the Croatoan.
There's a...
Did you see it?
How big is it?
If I had to guess, exactly 12 fucking feet tall.
All right. You didn't say sorry before that one.
Oh, damn it.
Hey.
Shit, I'm sorry,
Stop
shit.
it.
Marcus, I'm sorry that you're involved in this. Like,
Wait. What happened with the Croatoan?
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're okay.
Dad, I don't understand.
We were attacked.
What?
By
We
what?
were by this 12-foot tall clay skull
Where is it?
beast.
The Crow Totem is alive, Gertie. We saw it last night. I was pretty sure this confirms
I
it.
thought it was a bear.
No bear. Croatum.
Is this what we were talking about last night?
Yeah. So Frank,
It came at
and it was
from
huge.
where?
Full blown. Came from the woods behind our house.
It came out of the woods
It came out of the woods.
and it attacked you? Like Gertie starts examining
Yeah.
Frankie like
You're seeing
did he get
the
you?
like scrapes that are kind of like
Scrapes and bruises.
across it because like I've been just running through
What
the
about
woods.
you, Dad?
I think I broke my leg.
What?
But
Oh, BB.
Show him the
BB,
sugar.
here.
Show him the sugar.
But then BB and he lifts up his pant leg to like it's like glowing. It's like
Marky Mark, your
muscular,
leg's so
very
big.
muscular calf.
He just shaved it.
Yeah, he did. He took a minute.
You're like tanning on there, and
It took us a little extra time to get here, but we both agree it was worth it.
It was worth it. Marcus
What
Fox, you're looking
happened-
great.
what happened to your leg?
well, okay, so I'm
I mean,
pretty sure,
other than breaking it.
pretty sure it was broken. But then Frankie threw BB on it, and BB licked it all, and it healed and stuff. Or
Right.
something.
Can I have
By
her?
the way,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I
need her.
mean, I was pretty sure it wasn't a prank, but like BB's like on the.
No, yeah,
like,
it definitely wasn't a
around.
prank.
BB like hops. Like, do you have BB?
Yeah.
So Frankie has BB, and
Cool.
Frankie can hand over BB.
We've been using her powers a lot today.
Yeah, she is very warm.
Yeah, you're right. My wrist is probably fine.
His wrist is broken.
No,
We
it's
have
fine.
modern
No, it's
medicine
fine.
for that.
My
Wait,
wrist
hold
is
on.
fine.
Frankie, get BB to heal my daughter.
I'm fine.
No.
No,
you're
Gertie
not
got punched in the face. She probably needs it.
Damn.
She has surgery later. She needs to be healed up for that.
No, I'm
You got
fine.
punched in the face.
Yeah, but Taryn Takahashi.
Who does
You should beat her up,
UFC
Dad.
or
MMA.
MMA?
One of
One of those,
Don't
yeah.
let anybody know.
not gonna
Just
fight
do
a
it in
child.
You know
quiet
what? Can
alley.
we just bury the hatchet with Taryn Takahashi? Can we? Can we
You
like?
got a crush on her or what?
Sure, she's like a beautiful war goddess, but that doesn't mean I have a crush on her. Also, there are bigger fights to fight that have chosen So can we just like undo?
Frankie, I
I'm
was
fine,
thinking.
Dad.
I was thinking.
I don't need
We
any
should give her
healing.
back her picture.
Heal
Yeah.
the girl.
Dad,
Heal
I
the
just
girl.
told you.
BB, heal.
BB,
And I
heal.
I
want
don't
to.
want anything to do with BB right now. I'm fine, Dad. It's gonna heal
She
on
doesn't
its
mean
own.
that.
We're all good. BB doesn't need to touch me. It's fine.
She doesn't.
Gertie, what happened? What happened while I was in the X-ray room?
I got bandaged up. I was told that I don't have a concussion and I just need to be careful around my head and make sure I don't bump into anything. That's all.
Okay, why? You love BB. You just said something about BB that you would never say. What
I told her
happened?
it's Taryn's dog.
BB's not Taryn's dog, Gertie.
BB's Taryn's dog.
BB was Taryn's grandma's dog.
BB was Taryn's.
BB was Taryn's
Dead-
dead
the dead
grandma's
grandma
dead
dog.
dog.
Oh, did you
Right,
hear
that I
But
did
BB is
not
not
personally
Taryn's
kill.
dog, no matter what. She
She's
even said
yours.
that. She's your dog.
She's your dog.
No matter
She found
what.
her.
She's not Taryn's dog. She's not gonna be Taryn's dog.
Well, what if that's the whole reason why she came back was to find Taryn?
Then she's gonna lose.
What? That doesn't even make sense, Derry.
She's not gonna
she-
get.
Listen,
Oh, wait,
Gertie,
BB came back.
Well,
she
no.
found a better home.
with us.
with people who don't beat up innocent children who did
With
nothing
you.
wrong.
Frankie, give me baby. Give me baby.
Okay.
There. And oh my god. All right. Whoa, very warm. Very warm.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
Can you just like put her on my wrist? I won't make her do anything.
Nurse, can we get an ice pack or something?
A nurse like comes into the room, like moves the curtain to the side, comes in the room, and is like,
It's for his wrist.
I need to get that dog. Actually, I need to remove the dog.
No.
Well, can we just...
Dr.
Can we
Pedestrian
have
can't do any work if there's a dog in here.
Good, then leave the dog. I hate him.
I mean...
And Mark is like, okay, fine. I'll take the dog. I'll take the dog. I'll take the dog out. So and then I'll leave as well. Can we get that ice pack though in the meantime? And the nurse is like, yes, and walks out to get the ice pack. All right. Frankie, feel baby. Remember the other night when baby was like super warm and you took an ice bath with her?
Uh-huh.
Oh, was that yesterday? Wow. Time.
So much has happened.
Oh my goodness. Is baby that warm right now? And you hold on, I'm just gonna take the dog back. So you feel BB, and BB is not.
Not quite there, so I think I don't think we should overdo it, but I mean we're not.
I'm gonna be
quite as
okay.
burned out.
You're gonna be okay.
Dr. Pedestrian claims that I'm gonna heal in like 6 to 8 weeks, so
68.
You broke your wrist.
I guess so.
68 weeks.
6 to 8, Frankie. Come on. Ah. I need to learn to snap with my left hand.
Okay, I'm gonna take
not
BB
that
out of here.
hard.
I'm gonna take BB out of here. All right.
I can teach you.
Gertie, you okay? You all right?
I'm fine. They said it's not a concussion. I'm fine.
Well, that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Well, sure it hurts. It's throbbing, but
Okay. You want me to get you anything? I can go to the store or something.
no, I'm fine.
Okay.
I
There's
think
a
we're
vending
good.
machine out there. You want a candy bar?
No, I don't want anything.
Oh wait.
Can you get me a Snickers?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, I
have,
can do that.
Do they have Heath bars?
They got Heath bars, yeah.
Can I have a Heath bar?
Anybody else want to say a brand name? Candy bar?
I said Hearth bar.
Oh,
Do they have any Keith bars?
I said Snickers with an M.
Smeckles?
Snickers.
All right, okay. Frankie, you gonna stay in here?
I suppose.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna try and get a hold of your mother again. I haven't been able to get a hold of her. So,
Yeah. Oh,
She went
the
to get my
school.
stuff from the school. So she's at school.
And she's prepping paperwork because we're pressing charges? I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
pressing charges? We're not pressing... I'm not pressing charges?
Okay, all right.
Bury the hatchet.
We're pressing charges, Frankie. Get over it.
Yeah, all right. I'll leave that up to your mother. So,
We're good.
okay.
I'm
And
great,
Marcus
yeah.
leaves.
Hey, so for my part in all this, I'm really sorry. Because, like, for sure, the whole plan to, like, go to Taryn's last night was my idea. And I did take the page out of the thing. And Taryn is really only targeting any of us because of me. So for all that, I'm sorry. But I don't think I would have done any of it differently because I really, really care about you guys and that dog. And I want to make sure that it all stays together. So I wish I could have done something different. Because I think that I did something bad. But
Well, I mean, Derry, for what it's worth, I mean, back at the river when we did Rob and Lil Pete's bikes in that came after, well, you because of me, because of the F. And I mean, you want to, come on, you were scared. Dad's not a noodle. Shitless. In Sandra's car. You never would have taken that if I didn't press you
I
to.
wasn't even scared.
You probably couldn't have made it up the front step.
I was better than ever.
But you're right.
yeah,
This
no,
is
but yeah,
your fault alone and not mine.
Right. So I'm sorry. And also, you don't know better. You're 10.
I don't
So,
know better. Therefore, I'm immune to the consequences of my
Yeah.
actions.
I'm 13. I
Unless I
should
make
be an
monsters.
adult and take responsibility. So, yeah.
Can we talk about the monster?
Yeah, what are we going to do about that? How did you get away?
Well, My bike is a little mangled in the woods.
Okay.
So it just came out of the woods, right? Kind of like, you remember how I made it, but it was just huge. Just
Yeah,
like
I saw it. Yeah.
like, and me and Dad were working on the half pipe, and it just came right at it. So we booked it. Dad tried to pull a Jeff Goldblum, who I didn't have the heart to tell him. I don't know who that is, but he seemed really attached to the reference.
From Thor Ragnarok?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, so he like...
That's a cultural touchstone that all of us 13-year-olds can understand.
Did the Croatoan seem immediately hostile, or did something happen to make it attack?
Well, when something 4 times your size comes charging out of the woods, it tends to trigger a fight or flight response.
Sure.
Which one did you do?
It was flight, followed by flight, followed by fight.
Okay. But it was it tried to hurt you before. It wasn't like it was bad. Like it was.
I guess technically we drew first blood, but if it did, I don't think there would have been enough of me left.
Yeah, no, I think you made the right move.
So what are we gonna do? I mean, what if that thing comes back? What if it shows up at your house again tonight or school?
Well, speaking of burying the hatchet, we buried the hatchet inside its head, which is how we managed to chase it away.
You hit it with an axe?
Well, Dad did actually. It was super cool. It was like
wait,
a total
what
dramatic.
happened, really?
Oh, but no. So I lured it into the woods. Poor little BB. I hope she's not upset. I had to throw her away. I threw BB one way. I steered the other, and then it hit a tree. And I got this clay lump.
And then you hit it with an axe?
You pull out the clay lump, and it has like completely dried up and is like shriveled in your pocket. So if you like reach into it, it's like almost dust.
Just sand.
It's just crumbling. It was a lot more lively when I first picked it up.
Is the whole thing made of that?
What do you mean lively?
Well, clay-like. I'm sure if I peed on it some more, it would be more like it was.
Well, we're at a hospital. There's a place to do it.
Don't pee on that.
Pee on it.
No,
Don't pee on it.
Pee on it. Just put your back into face the corner and pee on it.
Don't pee on it.
Frankie's gonna face the corner and pee on it.
Gary's a bad influence, you guys.
Well, hang on.
Gary's
If there
the baddest
is like
influence in
one of those Sandy sinks for hand washing, we're gonna climb onto the counter and do it over
I'm
the
just
sink.
like, they've got all sorts of like, cleaning shit.
I mean, yeah, okay, yes,
You know.
I love it. Okay, so you.
I love it.
This brings part of it back to life. Like, what if it becomes...
Yeah, we don't want it to grow another Croatoan.
Well, what if we use the second Croatoan to fight the first?
I don't think the second one's going to be any nicer.
The fewer Croatoans we have, the better.
Agreed.
Okay, so you're really not gonna like this. We should get Taryn Takahashi's help to fight the Croatoan.
No, we shouldn't.
I don't think we can.
She's a bully, and she's not going to help us anyway. She just
Well,
beat
you
us
know
up.
what? Raise your hand if you think you can take the Croatoan. You're broken.
Well, let me heal. 6 to 8 weeks. Minus BB time. I can take the Croatoan.
And who broke your hand?
Taryn Takahashi.
Point for Taryn.
Firejet, we don't understand what's going on. That was the whole purpose of today, remember?
It half mangled the half pipe. It's a quarter
gonna
pipe
go
now.
talk to
It
Taryn.
almost killed Dad.
We were going to go talk to Tiresias, and maybe they can help us. Maybe they can tell us something.
I hear you about Taryn. I think if she was cool like it all, it would be a great idea. But even if we like went to her asking for help, I don't think she would help us anymore. I told her to be nice
We
to us
don't
like a
want
second
her
ago.
help. We don't need her.
No, we don't. But even if we did, we wouldn't get it. Which we don't. At all.
The curtain flies open, and the nurse comes in with an ice
Taryn
pack.
Takahashi.
Yeah, it's Taryn Takahashi. Nurse comes in with an ice pack, and who is this for?
It's for the dog.
She's very warm.
I'll take that.
She's gonna-
I'm still standing on the sink. Oh,
Okay. And the nurse leaves, closes the curtain again.
Great.
And then you all hear some more commotion. It's like, all right, so, okay, I'm back. Hey, let me through.
Phoebe.
Dr. Pedestrian, I will sue the shit out of you if you don't let me in there. Okay,
Let
thank
her in,
you. I'm sorry,
Pedestrian,
I wouldn't
it's
actually
cool.
sue you. I would have no grounds to do that. And coming through the doorway.
Are you sure you can't sue him? Because I really don't
with
like
your
him.
backpack. All right. Okay. So I got the backpack. What else? Hands backpack to Darius. Like, oh, also Gertie. And pulls out an envelope and hands it to you. Harini told me to give this to you.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
What's all that oohing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right,
Phoebe-
shower.
So, I don't think I'm gonna be a part of, the suing.
Oh, okay.
No?
I think I'm,
Well, talk to
she
your
hurt
dad.
you too.
I can talk to your
I
dad
already
about
talked
it.
to my dads. I don't think, I think they're, I think with Andy, they just don't want to be in court anymore.
Okay. All right.
I'm okay.
Oh.
These two, you should worry about these. I'm fine.
Are we?
He broke his wrist.
Yeah, my wrist broke.
Can't we? Or she comes in really close. Can't we just get Baby to like fix this stuff? She can heal, right?
She's overheating.
really warm.
Yeah.
Overheating.
Yeah.
From what?
Casting
Well-
magic spells.
We threw a hammer telepathically at.
Oh my god.
There's
you
a
don't know about the
monster.
Talked with Dad yet?
We catch her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said, "This is an axe," and hit it with an axe.
I still don't believe that. What actually happened? That
That's kind
can't
of
be
crazy.
All right. So there's a 12-foot monster that wants to kill my family.
Yeah, what do we do?
Maybe
There's also-
That the
everyone.
two of you created somehow.
It was born of our parental. Well, I'm not a parent. Father-son love.
So what do we do about
It's like Frankie's monster.
Can we sue it too? I'm just kidding.
Okay. Now's not the time for jokes.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm still holding a piece of it. Well, it's mostly pee. I don't know if the pee's doing anything.
Frankie, wash up. I'm gonna take y'all home somehow.
Okay. I mean, my parents are still here, right?
I mean,
can-
there's literally a monster running
Yeah,
around.
I gotta
feel like
tell
we should all
Sandra.
be in the same place.
I gotta tell Sandra.
Yeah.
Oh, she saw it last night. She thinks it's a bear.
saw it.
She thinks it's a bear.
Well, she needs to know it's something else.
Tell her it's a big bear, and it happened
bear.
again.
A big
or like
bear.
what's bigger than a bear?
Like a
polar bear.
dire bear.
Tell her it's a dire bear.
They're not real.
What?
But
Well,
they
all
went
of this
extinct
is
in the
real.
Ice Age. Maybe there's another one.
How do I? Hold on, Gertie.
In this moment, can like Gertie go off into a corner and read it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it say?
So you open it up, and it's a card. And on the top of it says "Get well soon," and you open it up, and it's like handwritten, and there are a bunch of like people like written on it. Pretty much exactly like just a small version of what Harini was going to have y'all do in the gymnasium. And you see like some, "Oh, get well soon," smiley face, like, "Oh, I'm so sad that you feel bad," and like frowny face, and like another one that says "Have a good summer."
In October.
And then there's one like clearly more writing from Harini, like, and very almost calligraphy, flowing cursive, done with a light purple pen, and the card itself is like bluish, so it's like two pastels.
All the eyes are little hearts.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just says, "Gertie, heard you got hurty. Hope you feel better.
You gotta rhyme it.
How about together?"
Ooh.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
And
You just had a
just
big
reading
smile on
And
your
she
face.
put her phone number on the inside.
does it say?
You
But
okay?
also, ooh. But also,
Your face is very red. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Is that from here?
It's from the head injury, yes.
I think we need.
No,
we do
I'm
not need
fine.
Dr. P.
We do not need Dr. P.
What's the letter?
Speak.
You look over and Dr. Pedestrian is like, okay.
Keep on walking.
Yeah, that's right. Leave.
I still value your services to society.
What did you say?
What?
Did you say your son's a dick?
No, he said your son's a trip.
Sorry, this is William.
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Frankie said.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's true. Wouldn't you all like to know who that is?
Only revealed in episode 38.
No, I don't promise that. Okay, so
Episode 32. Oh, by the way.
Phoebe composes herself. All right, I'm gonna go make some phone calls. I'm gonna call Sandra, and we're gonna see what exactly we can do about this. I'm gonna put the whole town on high alert over some thing. I cannot say that it is a monster because people will not take it
Dire
seriously.
bear.
Just tell people Taryn's on the loose. They'll be scared.
Definitely a dire bear.
I can't. All right.
I feel like that's one of the most
There-
believable.
some kind of-
They died out in the Ice Age.
A cougar.
They
A
could
cougar
still
would
be-
a
they could
large
still-
cougar or a bear of some
Cave
sort.
bear of some kind.
Yeah, something like that.
Some kind of bear.
All right,
It's
some
been
kind of bear.
in existence since the last Ice Age.
Okay.
It's an elephant.
Cougars are more
That has a-
likely because they're a bit more ballsy.
Big cougar. Saber-toothed
Yeah, a
cougar.
big-
Saber-toothed
big
cougar. I haven't even heard of that, so it couldn't have
Needs to be a
died.
thing that's real. Sorry, y'all.
Elephants are real, and they never forget. So maybe somebody in the town of Bald wronged this elephant, and now it's out for revenge.
Frankie, we know it's not actually an elephant.
Well, the people of Bald don't know that. They also don't know it's a Croatoan. So if truth is not the key here,
Some kind of bear.
Hands.
I think P is sanitary.
Wash your hands.
That's not true.
No. Especially not when it goes through you because you're.
Let's
all
not
right.
talk about this
It's
on the
not
stream.
clean. It's not clean. It's not clean. That's a myth. It's a myth. Right, pedestrian.
Go watch Sawbones.
Yeah, that's a myth.
Walk further!
So,
Sorry, I kicked the microphone. I was so excited about that call.
Yeah, you all get finished up, and they like finish up some paperwork to like release you, let you out, and everything, and all of your families like give you big hugs and stuff, but not too big, and not like being wary of your injuries. Phoebe makes a couple phone calls as she said she would. Told Sandra to put everyone on high alert because of this bear they encountered. Said that y'all encountered it again, and it's like very big, like probably the biggest bear that they've ever seen. So Sandra takes that very seriously. And while the phone call is happening, Phoebe also talks to Sandra about Taryn Takahashi, and then she makes some more phone calls to the Takahashi residence and stuff like that. So she's on the phone for a while. Being very lawyerly.
Maybe alerts town hall.
Yes, but we don't have to
This
go
is
there.
just, just happens.
It looks
off
every
screen.
office in town hall one by one.
Well, James works at City Hall, so James can do that
True.
when he goes back to work.
That's true.
So,
Yep.
in fact, James is going to go back to work after checking in on you, making sure everything's okay. Michael will offer to, take you home.
I'm
but-
okay.
all right.
Actually, can you give us a ride somewhere?
Can someone else do it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're bringing your dog.
Are we bringing BB?
Are we talking about the Tiresias thing? Can we hold off 10 minutes on that? I just want to talk to my mom and dad first.
Sure.
If we're gonna do it right away. But maybe they can drive us. Are you driving right now? Mom, Dad, are you driving right now? Either of you?
Well, I think that and this is your dad.
Mm-hmm.
I drove here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good. Okay.
Super erratically. You missed 2 stop signs.
Yeah.
The way I imagine is sometimes they're in good form to drive, sometimes they're just not, for whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove here.
You can. Okay.
Well, you need to go somewhere.
We're gonna go talk to Tiresias, but I want to talk to you and Mom first. Just
Oh, we
Hold
also
on really
need
quick.
$15.
we also need $20.
just hands him a 50.
Okay,
That was so smooth.
pulls out a pocketbook and is like shuffling through it. It's like, okay, well, here's 20 for you. And then how about another 10 just to get all of you snacks or something?
Oh, thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
Can we have another 10? These hospital prices only accept 20s.
We're okay.
We'll
only accept 20s?
Yeah, for the
Wanna roll a
vending
charm on
machine.
that?
Oh, great.
We'll each need a 20.
What'd you roll?
So, not only did I roll a 1, I also, as a child who is cute and adorable, get +1 for a total of 2.
That's really funny.
Yeah, Frankie's a funny one.
It's so funny.
So funny. All right. Yeah. So we can talk right now.
I just want to talk to my mom and dad, like, away from everyone.
And then your mom, who also has a voice,
And their names are
Vienna.
Vienna and Vahid is my grandpa, right? Farbod is my dad, yeah.
Yep.
Farbod and Vienna. Cool. Are we over?
Hey, and your mom grabs you and like kisses your head and like looks
Thanks,
at your wrist
Mom.
and is like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
what
it's broken.
What exactly happened here?"
Well, I put the letter under you guys' door last night and told you kind of the whole
Right.
thing. Well, so that page I took out of there, Taryn found out about it, Taryn Takahashi, and she wasn't happy about it, and she acted the way she does when she's unhappy about things, which is the same as the way she acts when she is happy about things, which is to beat up me and my friends, and sometimes other people, but this time just us. And I tried to get her off of Teddy, and then she threw me on the ground and broke my wrist. I can't feel it anymore, really.
And
So that's an improvement.
And you told some people about it?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just got here. I think I told like everyone on the way.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to talk to you about one. We're gonna be suing. Phoebe said. I don't know if that's gonna mean us. I don't think I personally can or want to. But like, if you guys want to, she did hurt me bad,
and your mom just looks at you and says, no. We don't need to take anybody's money away.
Okay.
And we don't need to shovel anything into an amount of time. Also, I mean, as long as Taryn Takahashi is getting punished another way,
Well,
there's no need. There's no need.
I don't know if she should be, because like the thing is, I mean, I don't know that this was like the worst instance of her whole thing, you know,
You're
like
in the hospital. Dear.
yeah, I know, but like I feel like this time she had a reason to, because like we did steal her thing and it meant a lot to her, and it was like it seemed like the only picture she had of her grandma and her grandma's dog, who she probably loved a lot, and like it made sense then, but like now I feel like even if we were to sue her, I did something wrong too. Like we're just as at fault, right?
There's never a reason for anybody to hurt anybody. And you hurt Taryn, but that is not a reason to hurt you back. Okay. So if at all possible, if you'd like to apologize, your father and I would support that entirely, and we really hope that you would. And whether or not that's a face-to-face thing, it all depends on how volatile that situation is going to be.
Yeah, I don't know how we can like make it right at all, but I want to like do a little bit, mostly because I don't want her to beat me up anymore. Because like I'm not fighting back anymore, and it seems worse this way. So.
And your dad will chime in like, oh, I think that we can reach some sort of a stasis, like a place where we can have some sort of a peaceful resonance, whether that's actually like you becoming friends, or if you just avoid each other, that's also fine. But I think it's important to approach this in a way that won't add any more fuel to the fire. So yeah.
I agree.
Me too.
Well, I'm gonna go with my friends. We're gonna go see Tiresias. Thank you, Teddy.
Oh, okay.
He's like been standing here the whole time.
You're gonna go with your friends right now?
Yeah, if that's okay. If it's not, I can go home.
Can I get a look at that wrist one more time?
Yeah.
And your dad will hold it up and like look at it for a moment, and then your dad and your mom share a look for a moment, and then they both kiss your wrist.
And I whisper, heal, like I do to BB.
And they let it down. They say, in unison, no. And then your mom just says, okay. Well, you can go with your friends, but we want to see you back tonight. So don't stay at Teddy's, please.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be home tonight. Can you guys pick something up for me and bring it to the Foxes before you go back wherever you're going?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And I whisper in their ear and I'll message you.
Cool.
Okay. There's actually I just realized there's one more thing I would like Teddy to do, just real quick, as I think Michael's leaving, like on the way out. I think Teddy just runs out the door, just like as Michael's car is like pulling out of the parking lot. He's just like, hey, like knocks on the window.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
rolls it down.
Hey Dad, can you just be careful?
Oh, the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard about that from
I mean, just like, be really careful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
no, of course.
tell Dad too.
You too.
I mean, but like, just be careful, okay?
And you know what? I've heard that bears, they're less likely to approach you.
But
than
let's
you
say
think they are.
hypothetically that it wasn't a bear, and that it could be dangerous.
Okay, I see. No, yeah, absolutely. I'll keep my eyes open. I'll make sure everything. I'll make sure that I'm completely safe as long as you do the same.
Okay.
I watch you with an adult at all times.
Okay.
Until we figure out like how to track this bear thing, or until I don't know, like when they catch bears sometimes, I mean in a humane way, they can just like put a tracker in it so that they know where it is. And I was watching a video about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Love you. Bye.
I just remembered before at the end of the conversation, with my parents, I said, I'm going to go with my friends. The beginning of it was, can you drive us?
Well, it looks like halfway through that you decided someone else was driving.
Yeah. I think honestly, they never drive us, so that was probably just like an excuse to get into a conversation with them, segue quick. But I think just he immediately forgot that they were going to drive because they never do.
Yeah.
So just like, all right, how are we getting there?
Before we do that,
Sure.
while those two things were happening,
Cool.
Gertie goes ahead and calls Harini.
Calls Harini.
Yeah.
Not a text. You're sure?
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Dude, do you have a juice box? I did a stack for this.
I'm sure I have one in my kit.
Cool. Can I go into his backpack and get that?
Yeah. Are you doing this off by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
By the way. Okay. So Gertie's off on her own.
Haroni? Good. Keep it. Take that in the phone call.
Hello. Hello. This is Harini.
Hi. Harini.
I'm sorry. Who's calling? Driver, sorry, you're not in my phone. So I'm just trying to.
It's Gertie Fox.
Oh, Gertie. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? You got punched in the face.
No,
You got straight up punched in the face.
Did you see it?
No, I have the other lunch period.
Nothing. It's really nothing. Yeah, the doctor said I'm gonna be fine.
Wait, hold on for just 1 second. I'm going to put you on speakerphone for just a moment. Or no, there's no one around me. Don't worry. I just want to put your number in my phone.
Oh, you want to put my? Oh, you already have it.
Yeah. Well, yes. You called me, so all I have to do is click save to contacts.
Right.
And then type your name out. All right. You can keep talking to me. I'm just gonna put you on speakerphone.
Well, I was just calling because I got your card and I thought that was really nice.
Oh,
it
good.
Was probably your idea. I reckon.
Well, yes, it was. It was my idea. But all the other classmates went in on it as well. They were really worried about you. Okay, you're off speakerphone.
Yeah, no, we're all fine. I think Derry probably got the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe I should have sent along 2 cards.
I'm
sorry.
I'll give him your wishes.
Yeah, she'll be hearing about
I
that.
feel so foolish.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, Harini, you're fine. You're wonderful, and thank you for even thinking about it. I guess I was really just calling to say thank you, and also if I could possibly get chemistry notes from you.
Yes. I can definitely get you the chemistry notes.
I don't know if it would be easy if you wanted to come over. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or I could go to yours. Or I don't know.
Let's see. Tomorrow is Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I know. Oh, this is going to sound so foolish. I'm so sorry. Gertie, can you make me a promise?
Yeah.
Can you please not make fun of me for this?
Okay.
I know I'm a little old, but I was planning on going trick-or-treating tomorrow. I just love it. I love sweets. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Oh, Harini, that's great. You can supervise with me if you want to.
Supervise?
I usually supervise Frankie.
Oh yes, make school cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I love Frankie. He's so wonderful. He's adorable. The poster design is. Did you have something to do with that? Because they're very good.
Oh, it was mostly Frankie, really. I gotta give him credit. Yeah.
How honest of you.
Well, yeah. If you wanted to come with us, that would be great. We'd really love your company.
Gertie, I would love to. No, none of my other friends want to go trick-or-treating because they say, oh, it's for kids, but... living that way.
About.
Yes, exactly, yes. Gertie, I would love to join you and your friends and your brother. You have a dog, don't you?
Yeah.
Is your dog coming with us?
No.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I mean, can I at least meet your dog? I love dogs. I've always loved dogs.
Yeah, sure, but we should probably we'd want to leave early so that we can get as much time.
Candy. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but one more thing. I do need to get going to work on some homework. We did get some chemistry homework, so you will need to do that. But tomorrow, I don't know if this is going around a lot, but I know a place where we can get some really big Toblerones.
Yes.
Wait, that's so weird that you say that. Have you talked? Okay, that's awesome. Great. I guess I'll see you at school then, and then we can figure out later in the evening.
Are you going to be at school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, did they have to? Do you have like a brace or like a full head cast? Is there something? Oh, you must have an eye patch or something, right?
No, it's just a head bandage.
Gertie, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Maybe I'll.
It will.
I'll work it into my costume.
Oh, you're wearing your costume to school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't going to, but now I'm going to. I'm going to wear mine tomorrow too.
Oh, yay.
Okay. All right. Well, it was lovely talking to you, Gertie.
It was good talking to you too, Harini.
I will. Is it okay if I just? Do you have like the cloud or something? Can I text the homework and stuff to you?
Sure. Actually, you can send it to my email if you want.
Oh, yes, wonderful. I text your email to me so that I can copy and paste it, because if you just tell it to me, I'm probably going to type it in wrong.
Right. No,
Okay.
I'll do that. Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Gertie at thebigone.com.
Gertie at thebigone.com.
What?
Heart emoji.
Nothing. You were just gone for a long time, and now you look happy.
Mm.
Did you call your dad or something?
Did something happen?
No, I was talking to Harini.
Oh,
You
is she
don't
coming with us
say.
to Halloween?
Yeah.
Frankie,
that's
you hear
awesome.
that? You're big shot, buddy.
What?
Oh, Frankie's totally gonna get with Harini. They're gonna be married and have so many children and pets and fall in love, and they're gonna have a big house, and
Good job,
she's gonna
Gertie.
be his co-president.
I mean, I think, honestly, Gertie's got a better shot. No offense, Frankie.
No.
Some taken, but you know what? Well, you can't quantify another person's love in its inevitable direction towards me.
I just want to say, Derry, as soon as he can, gives Gertie a look like, I'm happy for you. So just to make sure that Gertie knows that Derry's messing with
then,
Frankie, not her.
And then Phoebe comes over and is like, okay, so everything seems squared away. I just made some phone calls. I need to go to the police station, actually, right now. So
Can you
Can we
drop us
catch a
at
ride with you?
Tiresias on the way?
Marcus can take you. I need to go straight there. So
Marcus drives so slow.
And Marcus like steps forward, not today.
He's got one big leg, remember?
Oh, that's right. And it's the
the
gas
pedal to
one.
the
Yeah! Get that steel to
Pedal
the floor,
metal,
Marky
babe.
Mark.
Use that golden calf.
I'm gonna drive the speed limit still, but
Oh.
I can't break the law. The law.
Why? I
is
did it
that-
last night. Now it's fine.
Yeah, Sandra's on our side.
I feel like
Well,
that's not true.
yours, maybe.
All right, everybody file into the minivan.
I do.
And they go outside, and again, Marcus is very cautious and is looking around. He's like, okay, and opens the door. Go, 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 go,
Just
go, go. Yeah. Closes the door. Gets in the front. All right, so wait, I'm taking you to where?
We're going to
Tiresias?
Tiresias' shop,
Tiresias.
the psychic shop in the middle of town.
Oh, the crystal bald.
Yeah.
that's
That's what it's called. Yeah, I always forget it.
Oh, okay.
How
It just-
could you?
It has
don't know.
It has a big sign that says psychic in the window, so I just always think of it as
And
the psychic.
beads. And incense.
And beads.
Beads and
So,
incense.
just so many beads.
And the neon sign.
Are
Like
we-
really, like a normal number of beads.
No one's dogs who poop on the lawn. Their owners just don't clean them up. I'm just adding to the world building.
What? What did you just say? Okay, cool. So I'll take you to Tiresias. I'll take you to the crystal bald.
Could we also get $20?
For the vending machines, they only accept 20s.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
my parents didn't have any cash on them.
Roll,
Yeah, I
Charles.
suppose. I didn't need to say that. I didn't need to say that, but Derry has to lie. 9.
9. All right. Hold on.
Am I protecting my friends right now?
Yeah, sure.
12.
Well,
From
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 adversity tokens. 14.
okay.
Teddy's just gonna reach over. Teddy's just gonna reach over and just kind of like punch you like softly in the leg.
Ow, that's
without-
broken too.
No, it's not.
You don't know that?
Oh, all right. So, and then Marcus like flips through his wallet and is like, okay, I only have a 10.
Oh, I've got change.
All right.
I've got shame.
Yeah, but
Hold on. Okay. No, yeah, I'll let it go.
I have change for a 10 to 20.
So we're on our way to the
So
crystal
you're on
ball.
your way. You're on your way to the crystal bald. Y'all can be chatty. BB's in the front seat. The rest of you are in the
Like in the passenger seat?
yes,
Or-
in the
okay,
passenger
cool.
seat, in the passenger front, because Marcus is trying to keep BB away from Gertie,
Cool.
because he read the room.
So how do we
Approach this?
do
Yeah.
a psychic? How
I
does that-
assumed Gertie was going to take the lead because last time I did, it got 3 of us almost in jail and then we got beat up the next day.
I think with Tiresias, we just tell them the truth. We tell them everything we know.
And then we pay them $15.
Yeah.
And then we get Tiresias to roll a d20 followed by 2d4.
And just see what they say, you know? See if they've had any experience with anything like this.
I'm sure you've already thought about this, Gertie, but what if they do have experience with it and this is like, what if
Bad.
they're on the bad side of it?
What if Tiresias is on the bad
Yeah,
side?
I mean, I don't know Tiresias outside of like the weird way they walk through the street and like that, and that's probably just me putting that on them. Like I get it, but
Should we come up with like a decoy problem and see if they're
Yeah.
trustworthy?
We have a magic cat.
And she can take pictures by wagging her tail. Do cats wag their tails?
No, that's
By
too close
meowing.
to
By
home.
meowing.
You guys.
And she also.
No, we'll ask if what's his name has a shot with Harini.
Oh, to see.
And if she
Wait,
says
but
yes,
we need-
they say yes.
If she
we
says
know
no.
to
But
tell
we
them
need
the
something
truth.
we
they're
know
right.
the objective answer to.
Well, the objective answer is yes.
Okay, wait, but what about if they know? We'll ask them if they know
About
what.
the Croatoan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, if they
all
know what
The
this
bear.
is.
We don't think it's a bear, but we have no idea what it is. We just have a hunch it's not a bear.
Wait, I have an idea.
I've heard there's a bear going around bald. What can you tell us?
Yeah.
And then see what they say.
Okay.
That's good.
All
That's
right,
really
yeah.
good. Okay.
And then if they tell us like the truth, then we can
Yeah.
be
Maybe
real.
we can trust them.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could ask them where my bike is, and if they can tell us it's in the woods, then they're right.
That's good too.
But I really want to hear their answer to the other one.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you continue chattering a little bit about this as Marcus drives you to the Crystal Bald.
I think I hit puberty.
It is a little. It's getting a little bit later in the day. All of this has taken a bit of time. So I mean, all of this was happening about lunch around noon, that sort of a thing. So it's closer to
3 or 4.
It's closer to like about 4:30.
Well, her surgery took a long time, so.
So
Nearing like 5 o'clock at the moment.
nearly midnight.
So you're on your way, and we cut to a little earlier in the day, where Taryn Takahashi is being escorted to the police station in the back of Sandra's car. And Sandra stops outside of the police station, is distracted by Bing, who is trying to replace one of the big bulb lamps that are on the outside of the police station, and is doing a very horrible job and is about to drop the big glass shielding, and it's going to be a mess. So Sandra leaves the vehicle, and Taryn looks to the outside through the window, looks back at Sandra and Bing, and then pulls her hands out and removes the handcuffs. And then does something to the side of the door and pops it open.
She can use magic.
Just like Copperfield.
Looks back one more time to Sandra and Bing, who are continued to be distracted, and makes a run for it. We follow Taryn through the woods a bit. It's nearing about time where everybody would be home. It's around 4 o'clock now, 4:30, and Taryn has spent this entire time going through the woods on her way to a very specific place. She comes out right behind the Fox residence and is seeing the home and seeing a little bit of it in disarray. And she's thinking to herself, if they are going to try to keep that dog from me, I will go in and get it myself. Not knowing if you are home or not, but prepared to go inside of the home until there is a time to take her. And as she begins approaching the home, she is eclipsed from behind and hears a roar. And next time on Hijinks and Handlebars,
Marcus can roar now?
we will continue this wonderful adventure. Thank
All
you.
One
right.
problem solves the other. Very nice. Wrapped up very nicely.
See, I told you we just needed to get Taryn to fight the monster for. We'll see how this goes.
We didn't play out me giving the picture to Phoebe, so I was going to pass it off to Marcus. But since we're probably not... I might forget, we might skip that. Can we just say I gave it to Phoebe? 'Cause that was the plan.
Interception. Remember when I went to your backpack for a juice box?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the picture.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so now you have the picture.
Cool. Then we'll have
But-
to talk about that, because I would have gone to give Phoebe
Yeah,
the
if you
picture.
were to give Phoebe the picture, that would have been something that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to say I figured that Frankie probably has it, and we'll just address that next episode. Cool.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, well, great. Thanks, everybody, for watching this episode of Hijinks and Handlebars. If you watched live, hey, thanks. I'll read the chat when I go home. And thank you so much for watching along. If you caught it the whole way, or if you just came in at some part, I love you. But not that way.
But also that
If
way.
you're watching the VOD, thanks also for that.
We do love you
if
in
you're
that way.
watching-
Do love
yes.
you if you watch the VOD.
If you watch the VOD, I do love you, but also
Yeah.
not in that way. So great. I have been William. I'm the GM. I'm going to do a few thank yous again really quick. Thanks to Hunters Entertainment. Thank you to Tanamato. Thank you, Tanamato. Thank you to QueueTimes, Indigo and Krug. Thank you to my cast. Thanks for everybody watching.
Thank you to your cat.
Thank you to my
thanks to your
cat.
Thank you to my
If
dog.
if this is the first episode you watched and you haven't seen the other episodes, then go to the QueueTimes main YouTube channel and look at the playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. It will have the rest of them there, so you can watch the VODs catch up. Watch them at 1.25 speed or faster if you can handle that.
2.
I can't.
Honestly, 2.
But yeah, so get caught up, figure out all the things you didn't understand about this episode, and then be back with us next week. We do this every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Central. And check out the other shows on QueueTimes on the Twitch channel. Tomorrow night, we will be finishing up the Marvel Heroic role-playing.
Oh, yeah.
And that is GM'd by Winter. Jonas and I are both on that. I play Spider-Man, Jonas plays Beast. And then after that, we'll be doing some other one-shots, like a few one-offs. There's Outbreak. So if you know the Kids on Bike system, Outbreak was also made by them. And that's correct, right? Yes. Yeah, so Outbreak was made by them as well. It's a very different system, and Outbreak's going to be a super different game. And that's GM'd by Indigo, and that's going to be really wonderful. We had a meeting about it. I'm so
It's gonna be
excited.
actually
Jonas-
so good.
Jonas and I-
good.
Jonas and I are
Awesome, man.
both going to be on it on that one as well, and so is Alquin and Molly. If you don't know who they are, Alquin does Uncommon Trust on Sundays, which is
Yeah,
also
right
on-
here.
Right
this
here on
channel.
QueueTimes.
Noon Pacific.
Yeah. So check them out. They're doing a lot of awesome one-off stuff like right now too, switching GMs, and they're all really great. They just wrapped up Hellfolk, and you can watch those VODs on QueueTimes' main channel as well on YouTube. So that's the last thing I need to say. Thank you so much. I've been William, the GM. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @KWilliamWhite.
I have been Jonas Newhouse playing Derry Nazari, and you can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse.
I have been Sam Richardson with a cold, playing Teddy Tedward Tank Thompson. You can find me on Twitter at LAGGARDSON. And you can find the VODs at bit.ly handlestream.
/handle
Capital
stream.
H, capital S.
Got a slash.
I will always be Franny. You can find me on Instagram at JUST_FRANNIE.
I've always wanted to stage my own death, so I figure after that point I would no longer be Spencer LaBelle. But until that time, or alternative at that event,
You just spoiled it, though. Now if you die,
The
people are gonna
plan.
be like,
See,
"Oh,
this is what's
was
called
a
a
plan."
primer. It is called a primer, so you will always suspect. Playing Frankie Fox. Hello, you can find me on Instagram at Splubble. It's like bubble, but with a spla. I believe we've already said it, but Twitter and Instagram use the same handle for Hijinks and Handlebars at Handlestream.
Yeah. Thank you all so much. I will see you next Tuesday, and hopefully some of you tomorrow to watch the other game.
They're great. They're honestly really good. Go check all of those other streams out.
And
All
visit
right.
them on chat.
Yeah, and tweet at us and do all that sort of stuff.
We
I
might
love
be in that
you.
chat.
We love you, but not in that way.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.